What is going on, everyone? This is episode 176 of Background Noise. I hope you guys will enjoy this episode. We got a bunch of cool people from the past and the future. Yeah, I said that.
Future?
Yeah,
Future?
because if you guys are ever going to be on again, you're also future guests as well.
Oh, man.
I mean,
I'm predicting.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm just predicting, you know? So we have a bunch of awesome people on this week, and half of them totally weren't last-minute add-ons, I swear.
Totally not.
No, I didn't start the stream up and Mark came in. Hi! I'm like, oh, Mark! He's here!
Did you see my message on Twitch first, or did you see me come in?
Twitch.
Yeah.
Because, I actually, if you went back to the chat, I was like, you do? Question mark. And I said, we haven't started yet, if you'd like to come on.
I sent the first two messages, then left Twitch, and immediately
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, but I'm gonna run down and introduce people real fast. We got Ryan on the show.
How
you doing today, Ryan?
Dandy, it's double XP weekend on RuneScape.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Do you still play RuneScape?
Are you getting
Fuck,
double
you still
XP?
play RuneScape?
People still play RuneScape?
People do.
Fuck yeah, people still play
they do.
That's literally what everyone says, Ryan.
Yeah, everyone. To be fair, everyone says that to you when you bring this up. All of them.
Ryan, should I make a RuneScape account right now?
Oh my god.
When I was
Welcome
like...
to the RuneScape edition of the podcast.
Yeah, let's play RuneScape.
Yeah, when
Sponsored, we wish, by
Yeah.
RuneScape.
Yeah. If only.
I don't think they can afford to sponsor
Oh,
anybody.
They, let
They
alone
actually
me.
make a lot of money. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, to sponsor me, they have to give me a whole $1.50 at least.
No, they can't afford that.
Yeah.
They can't afford high quality
Wait
shows
now.
like us.
Create an account.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna keep on moving down. Cat?
Yeah.
Alright, that was cool. Alright. Alright, next person. No, okay. How are you doing today?
What, did you ask me how I am today?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good, I guess. I haven't touched my homework. So...
That sounds great, but horrible.
Yeah,
but
it's-
great. But horrible.
Yeah, it's-
because you have a lot of it, right?
It's an average amount. I mean, you know, I've... The biggest
You're not
thing that I
drowning in
have to
homework?
Hmm?
You're not drowning?
do- I mean,
Are you
Drowning
keeping your
is
head above
subjective.
paper?
Drowning is subjective.
I mean,
God.
I would consider myself drowning, but a person who manages their time wisely would not consider themselves drowning.
Ah, okay. So we'd all be
Understand.
drowning. Got it. Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
That's
That
fair.
concerns me
You know,
greatly.
I would like if you came out alive from this adventure you're taking.
I certainly
So,
believe I will.
So don't
Guys.
let the homework take over.
I will try not
As I was
to
saying,
let
don't let the homework take over. I was thinking of the Tomska videos or the Meanwhile ones.
Meanwhile!
Meanwhile, in a alternate parallel universe where homework is drugs. Mom, I'm telling you, I don't do homework anymore.
Where did I go wrong?
And then the person in the back is like snorting like a textbook. It was, I don't know, dude. It was
Snorting a
great.
textbook.
It was great. Like they were up like in it and like smelling it and getting really high off of it. It was great.
In a parallel universe, where thinking about boobs makes your head light. Help! I'm
Oh, I'm about to say
feeling.
like, when our universe we were thinking about boost makes your head heavy. Ow. In a parallel universe where eating a sandwich would make your clothes come off. Do you want a sandwich? Nope.
No.
Fuck.
In a parallel universe where dinosaurs still exist, but they're invisible. Is there a dinosaur in here?
That is entirely possible.
Oh my god.
References in the space of like 30 seconds.
We'll keep them going!
My favorite one
Oh,
though
God.
is like in a parallel universe where like it's run by like intergalactical horse people, and then it
Oh, yeah.
spawns the horse person into our reality, and then later gives birth to the horse video that Tomska did. My favorite video
best
probably on the
video.
internet, next to
It's-
Turtle Eating an Apple.
It really
I have to
yes,
say
of
that
course,
Turtle Eating an Apple is
actually.
still number one. Horse is number two. It's just I need to state that in case anyone is listening. It's not just the podcast or anything. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving down with introductions. Hi, Derek!
Hi.
Hi!
I'm not even sure what we're talking about anymore. I'm still trying to
It's
download
fine.
RuneScape.
It's fine.
Michael-
We're not talking about RuneScape anymore. Surprisingly,
Huh.
I really don't
Oh,
know that
yeah,
much about
Ryan.
RuneScape. The only thing I know
Yay.
about RuneScape, Derek, is that Ryan plays it.
Hey!
Well, I'm about to try to download it, but it's so confusing. I'm not smart
It's
enough.
no longer
Yeah,
a
it's-
browser-based game, and it makes me upset.
It makes me sad.
Oh man, how are you doing
I'm hoping
today,
it's my
Derek?
first place.
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
That's good. That's good. Not too bad. It's just above bad. So you want to be above that threshold.
Just above, yeah.
Yeah, as
Right
long as
to
you're
work.
above that threshold, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're good enough, I'd say. Yeah.
I got 4 hours of sleep, went into work, and like that was not good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound fun.
And I'm here.
Oh, you're here though. That's the
We're
part
doing
that
it.
matters. And we're on a podcast, and podcasts are fun. I swear.
Yeah.
Are on a podcast.
We are.
We're not being held against our will, I swear.
Right?
Well,
That is not what the script says. One of you. That's funny. All right.
Tony
so,
totally isn't holding us hostage.
Help.
Yeah,
Please.
we're just gonna move on from that. Hey, Mark.
Hi.
How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. I went to my cousin's graduation, which is why I don't have work today.
What did they
Nice.
graduate from? High school? Or-
College.
College. That's a good one then. That's important.
Yeah. She's she got her doctorate in veterinary medicine.
Why-
I heard doctorate and I just almost passed out.
Yeah. Why?
There's so many years.
People are so
No,
smart.
but it's in veterinary, so she's not a real doctor.
She's an
Oh.
animal doctor. I consider that a real
I
doctor.
was just saying, she
So,
heals
who
things.
watches Rick and Morty?
Yep.
No.
That's exactly what I was pulling it from.
Okay, so you know how the husband is like, but you're not a real doctor. You work on animals.
Oh yeah, it
It's like
doesn't-
you're not like no. We should get this to a real surgeon, not a horse surgeon.
Yeah, right. And,
No.
oh, okay, I have
But
seen
the
that
funny
episode.
thing
never mind,
was, my cousin's boyfriend actually said like the greatest thing. He's like, you know what? She's like so much better than like other doctors because she can work on multiple species.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you know what?
That-
You're right.
She's not. That's
Good
not
and
wrong.
concerning
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, it's
That is
kind of
true.
disturbing. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna say this right now, that if aliens were to come down, and we need someone to perform surgery, there's a shot that veterinarians are the go-to people.
Yeah.
They
I'd
really
say
are.
it's more than I'd say it would be more likely than
Yeah.
like an actual regular surgeon.
Yeah, because a regular surgeon would be like, this is not a person. I trained in this really close niche for 12 years. I don't know anything outside that niche. I gotta go. This
Yeah.
isn't me. I can't do it. Goodbye.
Right?
Good luck. Have fun. And that's how that would go.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll mosey on down to the next person. Hi, Eric.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, bud?
You know, just got off work. Came on TeamSpeak, was like, hey, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I come to find out it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hi, do you want to do
Didn't
the
even
podcast? Sure. That's almost exactly what you said.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Yeah,
just
I
for
got
other
worms.
people's safety, Eric, your work
Right,
is
right.
still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's make sure.
Yeah, it's still there.
That dude.
I actually like this job,
Okay.
so I'm not gonna burn it down yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keyword yet.
good to know.
Well, I mean, you know.
He's got to be realistic. Come on.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to
course.
lie.
I mean, I can say where I work since I don't plan on talking too much shit about it, and even if I do, I don't care. I mean, because I was gonna say like Stables isn't bad. It's just like apparently everyone's fucking quitting.
Why does this happen to every job you take?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Is it you?
I guess so.
This is 2 for 2,
And
Eric.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't want to say that it's you, but this job and the last one, Eric,
Yeah.
people tend to quit when you get there.
Yeah, a lot of people just have started leaving. But I
Have
mean,
you
you know,
ever-
I don't want to say it's you, but
I'd be okay if it was me.
I mean, you get
I'd
to
be
keep
okay
your
with
job
that.
there, right? So it's
That is true.
More
It's
hours
more
for
job
you.
security.
Yeah, more job security, and like you might get a better job if enough
Yeah.
people leave. Because you're
Yeah.
like, well, you've only been working here for a few
I'm
months.
already due for a
yeah.
doing air quotes promotion. So.
Oh, would you make like a penny more?
No, I don't get paid a dick for it.
No.
I just I get moved.
You just
You
get
have
moved
to
to
do
a
more
different
work for the same
location.
amount of money.
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
like,
Yeah.
hey, so Eric, you know how you're working register and it's really easy? Yeah, we want you to stock shelves for 9 hours a day. Like,
cool.
or let's do this. Fuck off.
Eric's like, I didn't know this was Dollar General.
You said you weren't planning on talking shit.
Dollar General.
Not that much.
It's-
When I
it's
was-
all
when I
of
was
the place
working
of
at
work.
Dollar General, it was a lot worse than this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't work there anymore, so we can talk all the crap we want about
Yeah.
Dollar General.
But no, it's a good place to work.
Eric, what
Staples.
was your best Dollar General story?
I gotta say it was the time a crackhead runs in, waves a box of pasta in my face, throws coins at me, and ran out.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That's
man.
something that actually happened at my store.
Godly.
And I told my coworker, who was my assistant manager, and I'm like, hey, this just happened. She goes, yeah, that'll happen. Just count the change
Just
and put it in the
nonchalantly,
register.
like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of par for the
Oh
course.
my
It's
God.
like, yeah, this is gonna happen. You just gotta
Welcome
live
to the
with
crew.
Yeah, right?
That doesn't prepare you for the first day. I don't know what will.
Well, it was like
Right.
my 3rd month in, so it wasn't so bad.
Alright.
But still.
But yeah, it was just one of those, like, what the fuck just happened here?
Why the
You-
fuck am I
It's
dealing
like,
with this
is this
again?
is this supposed to happen? Does this happen often?
How
Is it
much are
this
you paid?
same
Minimum
crackhead?
wage?
The thing is, it's always the weird people that go to you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
They handpick you and then just pick you out.
Yep.
They just
Because
know.
Eric looks like a drug dealer.
Yes.
Oh, they
Yeah,
probably
like,
felt
they-
comfortable.
oh.
Yeah, he probably felt really comfortable.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, felt comfortable
Yeah.
around me.
No, it makes sense. One who I feel comfortable with. Introducing the last person. Hi, Nathan.
Finally.
I'm here.
How are you doing, bud?
I'm pretty good.
Oh shit,
I
he's
suppose.
here? What?
I'd say he is very here.
How
I
much
would
is there?
You're asking me questions I can't answer, Arlen.
Oh shit.
But how are you doing today, Nathan?
Here, back.
I'm pretty good.
That's good. I am glad to hear.
Been playing a lot of Diablo, and then I went and had my eyes examined.
How are your eyes doing?
They're better, I guess.
Oh.
And
They got better.
it used to be I had 2 separate prescriptions, but now they're stable, so I just have the one prescription.
Okay, so honest question: did one of them get better, or did the other one just get equally as worse?
If I had to guess, I would say the one got better.
Okay, that's the one you want, but it's not impossible for it to be the other way around either, though. It's like, yeah, I have. Hey, good news. I have one prescription now. I can't see. It's called echolocation. I've started.
Yeah.
I just shout at things.
It's like.
It's like
That's
Tom.
not cool.
I don't know. Do you guys remember that episode of Avatar where
Yes.
Yes.
Who doesn't though?
this
I
is
can
my
see
favorite
things by
episode,
screaming
the Ember
at
Island
them.
Players.
Ember Island Players, #1 episode of. It really is.
I
Which one?
love it.
That's a nice Zuko
It's
costume, but you got the scar on the wrong side.
It's
That's not on the wrong side.
Oh my
I
god.
love that episode. That is probably my favorite episode in the entire series. He's so good.
I think one of my favorite parts was when they first showed Aang, and Aang's like, "Wait, am I a girl?"
And I love that Toph was the only person that is happy with their character.
Am I a really strong buff guy? Yeah. This is awesome.
It hurts, doesn't it? No, this is awesome.
I love it. And I love how miffed Katara was at her character. preaching
Honestly,
about
what is
how-
it? Katara miffed.
Like Guitar Myth? Never.
Never.
Haha, yeah, never. I've never seen it.
What?
What?
We've talked about this many of times, and that you guys are shocked every
Yeah,
time
never
I say
watched
it.
Avatar.
I didn't watch Avatar.
Well, you know
Not
what,
even
Tony?
a passion.
Maybe it's time you change that.
How many episodes have
It is
been out?
summer, you know.
It's
Quite a
3
few.
seasons.
That's too much.
Missing out.
And then
Is it more than 50 episodes?
Yeah,
Is
probably.
it? Yeah, I think so. I
Much
think it's
more.
about
I want-
16.
is it 20 per season?
Yeah.
But there's
I think
it's
so.
only 20 episodes. It's like it's not.
Yeah, like that's only 10 more.
Yeah, you gotta realize,
Not that bad.
I would want to watch. I would have to want to watch something to watch it.
Fair.
Watch
I mean,
it for the adult, like, kind of... You gotta deal with the fact that the world is literally against you in this case.
I don't
Literally.
care.
Very, very good. I do like
It is
horror
very
better,
good.
though.
It's not something I was into as a kid.
That's
so, I
a
mean,
very
Unique opinion.
yeah.
It is. No, I mean, I don't like it that much better. I just think that as I watched it, I was more paying attention to it, so I could relate to it better.
All right.
On Avatar, you kind of just watched it to enjoy the show, of course. But the story was somewhat relatable in the sense that she went through a time that everything just felt like it wasn't going right for her. And I think we've all gone through that. So to see that happen to a character in a TV show where everything normally is all happy-go-lucky, everything works out for you, it was kind of refreshing.
That's true.
It's a good point of view.
Yeah.
And the characters all felt like you could see a little bit of self, and like I was related really well with Bolin. This Bolin's just a big goofball, and I would consider myself a big goofball.
Who?
It's pretty accurate.
Bolin.
He was honestly probably my favorite character.
Oh, you're talking about the new one.
Yes.
I didn't watch the new one.
Poor shame.
I like the original series, and I'm sure that if I watched the new one, I would enjoy it, but I'm sort of like, one of the things is, I feel like in order for me to enjoy it, is I would have to accept it as a separate entity to Avatar, because Avatar is so amazingly perfect. I feel like if I took it as, the next step in Avatar, I would really hate it. So I would really have to look at it and be like, this is not Avatar. Let's just pretend, it's the
This
fifth
isn't your
version, right?
grandpa's Avatar.
Like, I don't know. I didn't like that they continued it, so, like, I don't know.
But
just
don't think of it as a continuation.
Yeah, exactly. I would have to think of it as, like, a separate
No.
thing.
Just saying that Avatar: The Last Airbender got a solid 9.2 out of 10 on IMDb, which means it must
Well, I
be
mean,
good.
yeah. Well,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
So, like, maybe you should watch
Get on that.
Yeah, but I have no need or desire to watch it, to be honest.
I
Well,
mean,
you
I'm
got
sure
you
if
got to
you'll-
get one.
I mean, like...
That's what's wrong.
Alright, no, okay, let's have a real conversation, though.
Alright.
Why should I watch it?
It's really good and worth the watch.
Wait,
Okay,
are
what
we
if-
still,
what about
still
it?
talking
Could
about Legend of Korra?
No,
No,
I'm talking about
regular
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah,
To be more explicit,
yeah, like actual like reason, and other than saying
Um,
it's good, trust me, because that's
main-
every fucking show people say.
No, you're right.
Wait, what show are we talking
Oh,
about?
Avatar, the first one.
Avatar.
Avatar.
I guess the main points would be the characters and the plot. Let's cover characters first because it's easier. All of the characters are incredibly unique and diverse, and I really enjoy all of their personalities. They are not like stereotypes, and they're very, very dimensional, and I don't know, they seem almost kind of like stereotypes, but they are their own characters. You will never see another character exactly like them in the show or in another show. So, like, they themselves are, like, a stereotype of this sort of thing, but they're the first one, so I guess it makes them, like, I don't know, the epitome of this entire thing, right?
Yeah.
So, they're just these amazing, very well-built, and very just super awesome characters, and as, I don't remember who said it, but they're relatable, and, I don't know, they're just, like, fantastic characters. It's humorous. They are a lot of, like, one of the things that I love about the show is that the characters have humor, even though it actually is a very kind of dark show in its own way. And this is moving on to plot.
It's also one of the very few, if not only, kid shows where they will openly talk about genocide.
They do.
Oh yeah. This
Like,
show
that's the
is
main point of the show, is genocide.
yeah. It is really a very sort of deep plot that you don't always get with this, like, a lot of kids shows. Even like adults can watch this, but it is a kids show too,
Yeah.
which is what really makes it sort of unique, I guess.
What
because-
really, like, if you look at it, like, there's some really dark shit that happens in
Oh yeah,
Avatar.
for sure. There's a lot of dark stuff in that show.
Within the first 3 episodes, you see Aang's mentor dead, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not pretty
And then
much
there's a
dead.
whole episode with bloodbending that was,
Spoiler alert.
It's pretty some fucked up shit in that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's some hardcore
Thanks for
stuff in
that.
that.
Thanks for that spoiler, right?
But
It's the
barely.
first couple episodes. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah. There's no
Yeah, it
big
is.
spoiler in the sense that it's a big plot point.
Well, I
It's
mean,
just-
like,
Yeah,
something
little.
that happens.
I don't like when people tell me little details about things.
That's
You
okay.
know-
Well, I'd
Alright,
actually
you
much
know-
rather you tell me how the show
But
ends than
I
give
will
me little
alright,
details.
I'll tell you this.
Aang is...
Another really good thing about the show is just watching the characters interact.
Yeah.
They interact very well, and they play off of each other very well. Like, they're very well written to be together. You know what I mean?
And it takes a little bit of time for a new character to really kind of mesh with that. But once they do, then they are really accepted as a group.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I really like about that too. Like when Toph came in,
It took so long for everyone to kind of get, like, used to her.
but
Yeah.
that's kind of like real life too. I
No,
mean,
no,
they
it
really-
definitely is. I'm not saying it's
It
not.
was good
Yeah,
plot
yeah.
progression the way they
It really
they
helped.
built her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And about the quote-unquote spoiler, Aang is the last Airbender, and we know this from the first episode, so you can
We know it
assume...
from the title.
It's called-
Yeah,
We know it
yeah,
from the
exactly.
like the pilot
I know.
even goes into details for that.
So you can assume that everyone that he knows is dead. So, like,
we know that.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
not. Well, I mean, as someone who has not seen the show, no.
Have you seen the
don't?
title for it?
Okay, no. So time out. Time out. Not knowing anything about the show, right? You don't know that everyone he knows is dead. How would you?
And that's not
That's fair.
necessarily true either. Like,
Oh, that's
You find-
right. That's right.
Because
No,
we
we
should
don't need to...
Yeah.
quiet
no,
about
I'm
stuff
not
like
going
that.
into
But
details. I'm just saying.
okay.
But like,
our-
okay, so from an
other
outsider's
aspects of it.
perspective, I've never seen the show. Really don't know all too much about the show. I know who. I know the main character is bald and has an arrow on his head. That's about it. But like,
He's not Airbender.
yeah, I know he's the last Airbender. But you know, just to go off the point that I don't know that everyone he knows is dead, because just because you're the last Airbender, what if Airbender was just like a special kind of person, and like everyone he's around is normal people, and like they live in like some sort of
No, you're
place
right.
together, and you know.
No, you're right.
I mean,
'Cause-
that makes sense.
Because
but-
the only things I know about the show is I remember. Is there a fluffy thing in it?
Yes,
Yes.
there's multiple.
Yeah, there's a few.
Multiple fluffy things.
There's a big fluffy thing. The people ride, I think.
Yeah,
Is that it?
Again,
Is that what I'm
kids
thinking?
show,
You
so
would
I mean,
adore
not
him.
really.
You
I
gotta
believe-
realize the way I watch things, the big fluffy thing is the selling point. So,
Tony, just keep watching it. You'll love it.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The big fluffy thing gets an entire episode about him.
That's
Both
true.
of the
Oh, that
fluffy
was
things
the-
get entire episodes about
That
them.
episode broke me.
Oh god, those episodes are so good.
Alright, you know. So another thing that like will delay me from like say watching even this is that I never am in a watching like TV show kind of mood.
I know exactly what
I-
you're talking about.
I have all of the time, right? Like when I'm off from
no,
things,
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
I just because I've been trying to watch One Punch Man, and I'm trying to force myself to watch it, but I just can't right now. I'm just
Yeah, I
so
know, I
disinterested in
understand that.
like anything. Like, but it's weirdly I can watch YouTube videos and stuff from like content creators that I like.
I've been like that for so long, honestly.
I don't know why. Like I used to love watching.
You have to be in a
things.
mood for it.
I
That's
just
the
yeah.
I can't find the mood, and like I haven't gotten into it in forever. Like someone will show me an episode of like an anime or something, and I'll be like, "This looks really cool," and then like while I'm watching that, I'll be like, "Yeah, you know what? I could watch this." And I get home, no, I'm not in a thing watching mood. I'm gonna go play Counter Strike.
Yeah.
What really gets me into like actually watching a show is to watch the climax of the actual show, like where everything really does happen. What got me into Steven Universe was watching the season 1 ending. I had no interest in it before that, and I went over at a friend's dorm at college. We watched the episode. I'm like, holy shit, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Like, it's counterproductive as it really is because the build-up is the whole point that you watch the show where the ending is. It's
Yeah.
I like watching of how you get to that point. It's like, oh, you saw how it ended.
Hmm.
Let's see how
That's
they got
why-
to this point.
That's the reason why I don't mind. Like, if you were to spoil stuff and you told me how it ends, I'd be like, all right, that sounds kind of cool. How does that happen? All right, now I'm gonna go watch it. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we could tell you how Avatar.
I don't want to know how it ends. I'm saying that it's not the end of the world when I find out
Okay.
that it ends. Like, that's not going to stop me from watching something I want to watch.
No, I understand.
Like, if you told me I was going to go watch a movie. Speaking of movies, Mark, his Rachel, and we saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Fucking
Nice.
awesome.
It was so good. I really liked it. I don't want to talk much about it.
Okay, question.
Okay.
1 or 2, which one did you like?
Better?
Mhm.
I can see Mark's trying to fix his mic too, so he probably wants to jump in at some point.
Yeah.
I think they're hard to compare. To
Fair.
me, at least, they're two
Interesting.
completely different movies.
Yes.
Um,
That's it. Yeah.
And because, alright, so without giving anything away from the second one, I'll just describe the first one. The first one was a origin story of how they came to be, basically the first thing they did together, to generally wrap it up. And
All right.
the movie's been out forever, I can say that. It's
You easily could say that.
and like you actually probably knew that going in too. Like, I think it was like alluded to that in the trailers and everything. But this movie isn't like that. It's a little different. It's not a bad different. Like, because Ryan, before I saw it, I remember you say you liked the first one better.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, they're just different movies. As
I
much
would
as it is
say-
a direct sequel, but
Without spoiling anything, I think the second movie is more of a character growth movie than
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
the first one.
The first one I consider a action movie, while the second one is a storytelling movie.
yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. Yeah. The first both had really good comedy in it too. I'm not. This doesn't give any away. I think Drax is a savage in the second one,
Drax
Oh,
is
God,
always
he
a
is.
savage.
but even more
I
of a
mean, he's the
savage.
Destroyer. I mean, come on.
Who would have ever known that he was called Drax the Destroyer because of what he says and not what he does? You know, like, didn't see that coming. It was what he says that is.
Drax, destroyer of self-worth.
They just never finish his name.
Oh, you're just terror. You're horrible. You're so ugly.
Absolutely.
Well,
I was thinking of having physical interaction with you.
Oh,
And
no,
that's like
great.
that's not spoiler.
That's not a spoiler at all. That is a
You don't even know when
10-second
he's saying that.
scene that has
It was
nothing to do
great.
with the plot, like, at all.
It's better to be ugly because then if someone loves you, you know
Oh,
it's
so
not because of your looks.
Do you know the best thing that happened? Immediately when that scene happened, Mark got his girlfriend Rachel's attention and pointed at himself. It was beautiful, a beautiful moment.
Shut up. I know I have a big nose.
Hey, I didn't say it was true. You know, Mark.
Hey, you
Mark,
know, Mark-
you're a handsome guy. Okay, give yourself
With
some
a
more
big
credit.
nose.
Yo, just because you have a big nose, dude. Hey, have you ever read the book Cyrano de Bergerac? Fucking great.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Gets the girl. His nose was 87 times bigger than yours. It was. I've
Tell the
seen
guy
the
how you
movie.
really
It was huge. And not even. It's like bigger than the wall Trump wants to build. That's how big it is. To be
Oh,
honest with
man.
you.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
But
no.
like, you know, just because you have like a big doesn't mean that you can't.
Tony, let's be honest, you were not talking about a nose.
I mean, like a clown nose.
It's going out
you know?
on a limb,
What I just come back to?
That's fun. Noses. I was still talking about noses. So, alright.
Oh, sure he was. Sure
I
he
was.
Yeah.
Goddamn people, you guys. You
That
see,
sounds more like a question now.
you know, you
What-
guys
what's
need to
on?
get your minds out of the gutter. Okay.
We
Hey.
do.
Yeah.
Hey, you told me there was candy down there, alright?
There might be. I haven't been down that low in the gutter in a while. I try to refrain from going to your people's level.
Oh,
Shade.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
shade.
I
What are you
mean,
insinuating?
Exactly what you think I'm insinuating, Derek.
that is rude.
I'm insinuating that
There-
Sky is a cum guzzler.
Oh, I mean, you don't have
Oh.
to insinuate anything.
No, everyone
That's
just
not
kind of knows that.
insinuating.
Everyone knows that. Sorry, I'm just stating true
stating
facts.
facts.
Yeah, sorry. You know, speaking of the cum guzzler, I invited him
Get out.
to the podcast, and he didn't ever respond to me tonight.
What a
Oh,
guy.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
what a cum guzzler.
So
So I'm
Some
gonna. We've
people.
told this story in the podcast multiple times. I'll do a little bit in fast forward. Derek, Sky, DeCrescent. Don't remember who the other person was. We're all.
Andrew.
Was it Andrew? Yeah, probably
Yeah,
was Andrew.
the cousin was so
Yeah.
pissed.
And DeCrescent was really angry at Sky for something. I don't know if he baited him, like got him killed or something. And then like DeCrescent got really quiet for a few rounds. Like he didn't say anything for a while. And then just comes back and yells into his mic, "Sky, you cum guzzler!" We just
Yeah, and then he's a legend ever since.
yeah, and like
Oh
I'll
my god.
never forget DeCrescent for that beautiful moment he gave us.
Counter-Strike just brings out the best in people.
It really does. You could see that playing Counter-Strike 3 AM every night brings out the best in friends.
Oh god.
Because
It's called team building.
It's a team building exercise.
As your team in game just deteriorates.
Yeah. Dude, those are the nights though, Derek, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, I miss those nights.
Yeah, we would stay up till like 3 a.m. every night playing Counter-Strike. And we would start
that's
playing at
really
like
cool.
7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah.
And we would play like 8 comps a night easily.
And that was pre-Jordan, so there were no smoke breaks.
There weren't. Yeah, it was direct all the way through. That was the only Canadians that were in our life at that point. DJ was kind of in our
DJ.
life. Yeah. But
DJ
barely.
doesn't.
DJ doesn't smoke either, no. Well, that I know
so
of.
there's-
I can't actually comment on that. I don't have proof that he doesn't. Or proof
He
that
lied.
he does. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Kat's the one who technically lied. Because she said it first.
God damn it,
Yes,
Kat.
that's fair.
I was
That's
just
fair.
accepting her lie as truth, and I was misled. So, if anything,
And now
you should
because the
feel,
game
you
just
should
take
feel
a
bad for
smoke
me.
break after every game.
Well, Kyle and Jordan do, yeah. Jordan a lot more than Kyle.
Mostly Jordan, actually. Yeah.
It used to be both of them would go after every game, but I think Kyle is cut back. Good for him.
Yeah.
But Jordan on the other hand,
Jordan.
you know, we've talked about Jordan told us stories and stuff on the podcast in the past before. So there was worse things that he could be doing than smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it
Given what he went
Given
through.
what the things that he's done before, there is even drunk Jordan has done worse things than smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
He's on a list. Not a good list.
The shit list, so to speak.
It's a.
Oh boy.
He may or may not have Googled things that you should never Google.
Oh
Well,
god.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
no.
let's not bring this up again. I don't think this is
this-
PG-13.
that is
I'd
where I'm
rather
leaving it
not know
there.
that.
Alright, we'll just leave it there.
I'm just saying that Googling happened on his PC that you should never Google.
Oh boy.
And let's not even talk about the Tinder dates.
Aww.
Oh.
It
man.
may or may not. You can tell this.
No, go ahead. I want you to.
No, it's alright.
I'd much rather you.
It may not have involved a transsexual
Oh no.
and not swiping right. No, well, he said he would. He said if it came down to it, and he got transsexual, that he would swipe right. He didn't.
He lied. Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
he lied to himself.
basically.
Yeah.
So disappointing.
Yeah. You know,
Couldn't make himself do it.
I'm gonna say an exact quote. One time while we were in Chris's TeamSpeak, I forget who said it. It might have been Sheldon or someone who said it.
Probably
Jordan.
Kyle.
It might have been Kyle. No, I think it was Sheldon, because Jordan came to TeamSpeak and said, "What are you guys up to?" And I think Sheldon said, "Oh, we're playing Smurf games and talking about trannies." And he's like, "You know, this is my favorite thing. So why are you doing these without me?"
Why do I feel like I remember that?
I wouldn't doubt it. If you were there.
You know, this is why, by far, Jordan is one of my favorite people in the world. Because...
He's so funny.
Because he likes transsexuals.
No, it's just because I wish I could go in more detail about the things he says.
You've gone to a pretty good amount of detail,
I-
on this, Tony.
Yeah,
I
not...
think he's giving too
Oh,
much detail, to be honest.
do you trust me, though? There is so much more detail that I could have said.
This concerns me greatly.
Derek can
Yeah.
attest.
It should concern you, because it concerns me, and I hear this all the time.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I've
I
heard
can
some
attest.
crazy shit. Don't you
Yeah,
worry.
that is stuff for another time. If Jordan's here and he wants to tell it all, then I'll laugh and sit there quietly while he does. But you know, what can you do? How did we get on the topic of Jordan?
Oh.
We were talking about transsexuals.
Yeah.
Were we?
Were we talking about that
Honestly,
before,
don't
Jordan?
remember.
That's an excellent question. Oh, Avatar.
How did Avatar lead me here? Yeah, we were talking about Avatar too. Yeah, because you guys were telling me why to watch Avatar, and we got the transsexuals.
Yeah, there we go.
Somehow.
What?
Somehow.
The world may never know.
It's like how many licks do you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Do you have an answer for that?
They
Do they?
they think they have an answer to that.
Like an official answer?
People have done it before.
No, but I mean like...
No, like the company has never come out and
yeah,
been
yeah,
like,
the
oh, it's
company
this.
or like anything.
Because they still use the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
They're never gonna actually reveal it because
No, they can't. Then they'd
that's
be
one
ruined.
of the only things that company still has going for them.
Yeah. It's just like the question.
Up until like
Actually,
3 years ago?
Forever.
Yeah, but like up until 3 years ago, they were using the commercial from like the 1940s still.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like the really old commercial.
Mm,
Like they were, I don't know if they're still using it, because I honestly just don't watch a lot of TV.
Right.
But I remember around 3 years ago, yeah, probably entering college, that I saw the commercial, and I'm like, no.
I feel like companies like that just hope it becomes a meme so that sales.
Yeah, you know, they're just hoping for a meme, but
I mean,
like,
it's kind of a valid thing nowadays.
honestly, if you're marketing towards memes, I think you're doing good, and if it takes off, but you know.
I mean, look at Pepsi. That became a total meme.
That's not what they wanted, though.
No, it's definitely not what they wanted, but their sales have probably gone through the roof.
okay.
Maybe. Actually, Ryan, you know, you've actually led me to a topic that I have on my list here.
no,
And
boy.
I wanted to ask you guys, just in general sense, what or other is Pepsi okay kind of things?
Is
What do you
Monopoly
mean?
money okay?
By what I mean
Wait,
is that, like...
Is Pepsi okay?
Okay, so you're at a restaurant,
When you ask for
and you ask for a Coke, and they say, is Pepsi okay?
Right.
What are other versions of that you've heard, or that, like, people have said to you? Basically, if you want something and they offer an inferior other thing for you.
Like a reluctant compromise.
Yeah.
You just triggered a bunch of Pepsi fanboys.
Hey, I will throw this out there.
Sprite.
I do drink Pepsi. Do you say Sprint?
Oh, that's a mistake.
Bright and Sierra Mist.
Yeah, no, Sierra Mist is totally like the second option. Like,
Yeah.
100%. You
Like, come on.
asked for a Sprite. Can I have a Sprite? We have Sierra Mist. No, it will want to be a
No.
horrible train of like thing, and you just leave that establishment. Do you have Sprite? No. Do you have Sierra Mist? No. We have 7-Up. Alright, I'm leaving. This is not a quality place. If you only have 7-Up.
I'm sorry, I have to take my
I gotta go. I honestly think I'd get
I
up
just
and
gotta
leave.
go.
I
I
would.
don't even
Oh,
drink
it's
soda.
the meme. It's the one, me stuffing breadsticks into my purse. Sorry, I have to go immediately right now.
I don't even drink soda, and I'd have to leave.
Right?
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna start asking restaurants that. This is not what I'm ordering to drink. Do you have a Sprite or Sierra Mist? And if they say no, I start sweating. Because I'm like, oh, I actually have to get up and leave. If they say stay 7-Up. Can't just make a joke about it
So
and not go
what
through.
lemon lime option am I left with here?
And if they,
Nothing.
I'd rather them say, you know, that food store, that brand. I'd be like, okay, you know, better than. I'm just glad you're honest.
7-Up.
It's better than 7-Up. I would much rather you say that we have knockoff, generic brand, like Food Town, lemon
Hey,
limes,
that's a respectable
cola
establishment,
drink.
Okay.
you know?
Is it, though? Is it?
Dude, the one Food Town by me is actually going out of business very soon.
Going out of
Which,
business.
which one, Tony?
I don't want to reveal locations on the podcast there, Ryan.
Yeah, give me like
It's
landmarks.
close to me. It's very close to me. It's like a minute or two from me.
Oh shit!
There might be a
I
Dunkin'
had no
Donuts
idea.
next door.
No, I know exactly what
Another
you're talking
fucking
about.
Dunkin' Donuts.
There's so many.
I did not know that was. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
they're
not
going,
surprising.
They're going out of business in a few
considering.
months, yeah. I mean, they have a shop right across the street that does so much more business.
Oh, that's...
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
reviewing more stuff!
Right.
I mean,
Hey,
now they know where
ShopRite's
you
fine.
live.
Superfood Town is the superior grocery store. There are no ifs, ands, or
Yeah,
buts
so am
about
I
it.
the only one
Also, they
that,
are my
like,
employer, so I
thinks
can't-
that the only reason
Not
why I
this-
think Food Town's going to go into business is because they want it too bad to be like a superhero food store because they put super in front of their name.
They can
That'll do
dream.
Yeah,
Chicken
they dream. They want, you know, it's like Ryan, you just start calling yourself I am Super Ryan. What's so super about you? I just felt like putting the word in front of me.
I mean, last
can't
night I
respect
got
it.
on a Super Express Subway.
Oh my
It's
God.
going to be called a Super Express Subway.
No, the announcer said the Subway.
But-
Oh my god.
See, Ryan, that's when you get off and take your business elsewhere.
7-Up of Subway.
Yeah, basically. It's like, excuse me, I need to like pull like the thing that like stops it or whatever. I don't care that we're in the middle of a tunnel. I don't care. This is the 7-Up of Subways. I gotta go. And it's not. I'm not talking about Subway, the food chain either. Oh my god! If the Subway had 7-Up, I would just
sandwich shop. The Subway sandwich shop is the 7-Up of food.
Yeah, it really is. It's barely food.
Do you want plastic in your bread? Go there.
Dude, like, I do not consider that subs. For the most part.
Like, sir, I believe there's something wrong with my sandwich. My bread is melted.
Bread doesn't melt. What did you give me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, I'd like a refund.
I don't...
That's possible.
I asked for you for a sandwich. This is a
All we
puddle.
can offer is in-store credit.
You gave me a PVC pipe with meat, with air quotes, meat in it.
And a slice of cheese. What I don't know if that's actually cheese at this point, because what am I eating here?
What is real here?
I don't know. Am I real here? I don't know. The wall's real? How would I know?
Hello?
Hello?
Is there anyone even here? Who am I talking
to? Anyone even here?
But, okay, so go back. So 7-Up is clear. Like, is this okay? You'd be like, no. But,
Just
okay.
no.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Does anyone else have one?
I came up with one that doesn't have anything to do with restaurants or anything.
It doesn't have to
but,
do
like,
anything restaurants.
No.
It could do anything.
It depends on what kind of person you are here.
Okay,
But
I'm
if you ask a
interested.
classmate, hey, can I have a pencil?
Let me see.
And they say, can I get...
It's pen, okay.
Wait, what?
Like, I can't use this because I made too many mistakes, so... Or I ask, hey, can I have a pencil? And they hand you, like, a normal pencil instead of a mechanical pencil.
Oh, see, I was thinking
fair,
this a little different. I
because-
thought you were going to say, oh, can I borrow a pencil? And they hand you a pen. Or vice versa.
Those are the worst kind of
Yeah,
people.
that's what I said at first.
Okay, can you cut out for me? So I didn't...
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Yeah, when you ask your friend for a Murado
Ruin
Black
my
or your pencil and they give you a Takanda to go on, yeah.
yeah, that's what I said, though. Like,
Derek
you
actually
say
dropping
pencil.
name brands of pencils here.
I only use Murado Black or your pencils.
Derek,
Not
Derek, I don't
Takanda.
want to just point this out, but I think your Asian is showing.
Is it?
I don't know.
I only settled for
Yeah, I feel like that's... Is that a white thing to say? Is
Maybe?
it?
Probably.
Maybe.
Every time I touch a Takanda pencil, I have to wash my hands.
See, I don't know if that's saying.
See, I like that better. I like Ticonderoga better. Like,
I
oh
dude,
no.
Filthy human.
See? I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I haven't used a Murado Black Warrior pencil in like 8 years.
I haven't used.
How do you keep track of that? Is I the only one that's stuck on this part of this?
I don't know.
Like, how have you possibly kept up with, yeah, I haven't had this in
It's
a
funny
while.
because,
Well-
at my job we sell, like, a bunch of different pens. Like, we have the very expensive ones, we have, like, cheap ones. And, like, the most expensive ones that we have that I'm aware of are called Cross. And they're, like, the ones, like, you see at, like, a CEO's desk, or, the ones that, like, very fancy, last forever pens. And I had a 9-year-old come in with $30 to buy a pen, a Cross pen. And all I could think was, what the fuck are you signing that's so important? Like, you're 9.
Wow.
What do you need
Got very
this
important
expensive...
business.
Yeah, right?
I think I might have found one that will tilt you, Kat. I could be
Oh.
wrong. This might not. If
Oh,
you
boy.
went to an art store and they said, "Oh, we don't have Crayola. Is rose art okay?"
Oh,
Oh yeah, that works
Oh,
too.
God.
Or actually, bigger brands. Well, Crayola's pretty big, but you wouldn't go to an art store for Crayola. You go to an art store for like Prismacolor, and you
I
set
tried.
like.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah,
you
I gave an
You're
honest
$100 on
effort.
brands. What are you talking about?
I tried so hard to be relatable.
You're-
and failed.
You're on the
Tried so hard, got so
like,
far, but the end didn't matter.
It can be applicable to anything. Like, hey, do you have the Fimo clay? No, but we have generic brand clay.
How about
I can't use that.
How about
Excuse
can
me,
I
man,
have some
look at
Legos
yourself.
or Mega Blocks? Okay.
Oh, God.
Never!
Oh.
Never are Mega Blocks okay.
Products, man. Like, I don't know if you guys use like lotion or like face stuff or anything like that. Like, or I mean, I have like makeup and things like that. I'd be like, hey, do you have I don't actually know. Like, do you have this fancy Neutrogena lotion?
You're on your own with this
No,
one.
but is this one okay? No, it's not.
It's, probably not. You know, this. So, to be fair, I saw this one on the Ask Reddit that I got the topic from, and it's if you ask someone, "Oh, is it on Netflix?" and they say, "No, it's on Hulu."
Mm.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't mind Hulu.
I don't have Hulu.
Yeah,
I just-
most of
I
us
just
don't
don't like
have
having
Hulu.
Oh, that reminds me. I actually I bought a Amazon Fire Stick today
Is it fire?
We all
because
know what he is.
because I hate myself.
Is it okay?
No,
Is
no,
it
no,
fire?
you love
Is it
yourself
on
once you-
fire?
No, I already did it. I already did it, and I love it.
I was gonna say you have to hack first.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Hmm.
You want to do coding?
No, there's no coding involved. It's really easy.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
It's like a thing called it's called like Cody or something.
Oh,
like that.
Cody. Yeah. I said coding. I was like, no.
I mean, you
The sweet
could if
life
you
is
really
Zappy.
wanted to.
But I don't really want to.
No one really wants to.
Who the fuck wants to? Like, I can't wait to code this when I get
All
home.
right, so
Like,
I'll
I
be.
actually know a couple people.
I know a few
Remember,
people.
Yeah,
I'm
I do know.
IT.
The owner of
yeah,
this
I'm an IT
TeamSpeak.
too. I don't know anyone like that.
Okay.
The owner of
what-
this TeamSpeak does
I have
that.
a weird tool then. I have a one friend. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and write a quick bot, because I literally kept saying some weeb shit in our Discord. He's like, I'm going to code a bot. No, I was saying coding. And he hates when I say coding because he thinks it's all programming. I'm like, what does it fucking matter? We all know what we're talking about. He
Yeah.
literally went home and wrote a bot to delete all posts that had coding in it.
Oh my god.
So what we did is we used symbols, like little emojis, to type out coding to piss him off.
Oh my god.
And his bot could not get rid
Until
of that.
and before he makes a bot that gets rid of that too.
He just gave up after that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, at that point.
But yeah, no. The owner of this TeamSpeak, Steve, does that. By the way, he enjoys it. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Of
So I
course.
was
he
gonna
does.
say-
Dave wrote a script
Just-
that predicted back when CS:GO betting was a thing.
Yeah. It was pretty wonky. It didn't work really.
It was smart. They did a smart thing.
Yeah, but it didn't work very well.
It works like 75% of the time, which is
Yeah. So did
odds.
so did me guessing.
That's like a C. That's a C.
Like,
Yes, I'd be guessing.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I was like, alright, just to prove a point here, I'm gonna just guess the next 10 rounds. And if I get as many as your coding thing does, we're gonna say it's not equal, and I'm pretty sure I got him.
I just remember, like, when I used to go on CSGO all the time, like, choosing
wasn't
teams
lounge,
was, like,
but
the exact same thing. Yeah, CSGO launch, like, it was the exact same thing as the stock market. Like, you were just as likely to be successful if you flipped a coin a million times
Yeah.
than if you actually
Do you-
did research.
Jarek, you don't know how bad I wish CSGO Lounge was still around for us to bet on. Because the amount I know about Counter-Strike and shitty teams now is amazing. That, like, I feel like I'd win, like, 95% of my bets now.
See, I feel the same way, but then in reality, I just lose a lot of money.
It's possible. I don't know. I feel like I just know the scene so well because every time I'm on HLTV, like, even for the European minor, I picked all 8 teams, I think, correctly. I knew NIP wasn't coming through because they suck.
Holy shit.
Shots
Oh damn,
fired.
dropping names over
Bad.
here.
They need to... So, Derek's the only one that understands this here, probably. But NIP really need to kill the entire roster for the most part. If they ever want
No,
to be successful.
get rid of Freiburg.
You gotta get right was the worst player at the tournament.
Was he really?
Yeah, the worst player. Raiden was. I'm pretty sure he was the worst player at the entire tournament. That's even with teams like Red
Get
Reserve
Right is a
there.
good player though.
Yeah, but the
like-
way you make Get Right successful is you don't let. He's no longer the star player of your team. He is now a support player.
Yeah, he's a
You
support
force
player.
him to be a support player, and you keep either Force or Get Right. You don't keep both. You keep one of them, and then you keep Draken. Draken's in the team. Pick up like Rez.
the thing
Pick up
is, though,
like
yeah,
a few cool guys like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the Swedish team has so much talent that like it's amazing they haven't done it already.
It's because they make so much money that they don't care. To be honest,
It's like Cloud9. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
Cloud9's not going to make any huge moves because they also care. They're about brand. Shroud gets so many viewers on his streams. I'll never cut him.
I know. Shroud, all of them do Shroud. Everyone, but no, all of them average at least like a couple thousand a stream.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Ska
sure.
I think only like is high hundreds at least, but he doesn't stream often at all.
Yeah, Stewie gets in the sevens.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
always gets a bunch. Shroud gets in the tens.
Yeah, it's nuts. But like, yeah, People care more about money
Stewie's
than money,
insane.
and that annoys me to no end.
But I guarantee you they're doing over 200 a year at least.
Easily, yeah.
Plus, all their traveling costs are covered.
Yeah,
everything.
they don't pay for any of that. Yeah. That's why, I feel bad for the I by Power guys, because they were in Counter-Strike when they made nothing.
Yeah, bro.
And they threw for skins.
I mean, I'm still sure, like, Days probably makes a shit ton of stream.
Oh, Days and
He-
Steel
he-
do, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he chose not to go back to school to be a dentist to stream, so he has to be making, like,
Yeah.
legitimate money.
He makes.
He better be.
Yeah. Well, and he also started up YouTube too, Derek. So he's gonna make.
Oh.
And he is also a part-time commentator for ESL.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
he does Pro
figuring
League
it out.
NA. So
The thing is, like, he's actually, like, a smart guy. Like, you watch streams like Tarek. Like, Tarek is, like, dumb. Like, he's
Tarek
like, a
can
dumb
aim.
guy.
like he's a peanut brain.
Yeah,
Like that is the exact quote for other pros.
Yeah. But, like, Days is obviously, like, a smart person. Like, not just in-game, but, like,
Just in general, yeah.
So, like, he's obviously gonna find a way to make it work.
I completely agree. Yeah, he will. I
Same-
guarantee
same
he
with
won't be.
Steel.
Yeah, both of them are smart people. They won't be in here for. They'll leave when it's story time to leave. Like they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
But Derek and I know we're enjoying CS Talk, but I'm pretty sure everyone else in here isn't.
Alright.
So I'm gonna move on. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to talk about Counter-Strike for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So
Attack on Titan 2, have you started watching, Tony?
no, the way I watch things when I do is I wait for the entire season to come out first.
Oh,
Because I have to binge watch things. Like the only shot of me ever finishing Avatar is if I finish like 2 seasons in a day.
Alright, boys, lock him in a room.
Yeah. What do you think I normally am doing? I'm always
true.
locked in my room. I just play Counter-Strike instead. Yeah. Feels bad.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad when it gets too real. Alright.
Oh dear.
Alright, so I did not pick this topic with you guys in mind, but you guys are here now, and it kind of involves cars a little bit. I'm talking about Derek and Mark.
yay.
But
Let's go.
It's
when
slightly.
you said cars, I thought of the movie, not the actual
Oh my god,
cars.
you don't know
Oh,
how
my
long I've had to
God.
train myself not to have that happen. Alright. Oh,
I think the main reason was because Anna and I are planning to go see Cars 3 in theaters together.
Yeah, I'm about to pre-order tickets to that.
I got a new car recently.
that is cool.
I got a Saab 9000 CSE.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fun. It has a turbo in it.
Nice. I got a friend that has the exact car, actually. What year?
96.
Oh, his is a little bit newer, I think.
Well, sadly, Saab's out of business.
Yeah, but
He's up.
rip.
Alright, so what I was gonna ask, the topic was, if you could replace car horns with any other sound, what would it be? And this isn't your
Meows.
car horn, it's all car horns.
Meow.
All
This is an awful question for us.
Did you
though.
say meows?
Yep.
Alright, I like it.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, it would be too. Meow. Meow.
No. You know what? That makes it perfect. It should be different kinds, so you can have like angry ones, and you can have like thank you meows. Like you could have various different kinds of meows so that you could actually communicate.
Mhm.
Things that I hate about cars is that like if you honk your horn, it could mean like 50 different things.
That is
Like-
that is a great idea.
That's true.
But for the sake of this topic, we're just replacing what's already there. So we're not adding anything.
Yeah, piggybacking off that, I wish for like Nissans you could have like the little anime voice that goes Nissan.
Oh, dear lord.
That just reminded me
Oh,
like
no.
of the thing that says Bernie Saunders.
Oh my god.
Bernie Saunders. That's so great.
Tony, get out.
I mean, I have nowhere else to
He's driving
go.
us on a dark path.
Yeah. But yeah, so cat sounds are cool. Meow.
Mhm.
But it would have to be the same meow, like for everyone. That's the point of this. Is that like you're replacing all car horns, but every car horn in the world is now this sound.
Ooh.
So you get to pick one meow. By the way, like so you better like
Would
that
you
meow.
choose to like someone stepping on the tail meow
You can pick
or like
anything,
a nice meow?
yeah, anything like that. But
Can
it
that
has
be a
to be
meow meow, I'm a cow?
meow, meow on cat.
More Tomska memes.
Beep, beep. I'm sheep.
Someday Tomska's gonna find this and he's gonna be like, do these people like idolize me?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
I can. He's gonna be like, I can start a cult around this.
I'd be down, dude. Hey, if he
You
was
can make
like,
a
I'm
religion
making
out
a
of
cult, I'd be like, sign me up. I'm still down to be. I mean, I've seen the ASDF movies 100 times each, probably. Like,
A lot of times.
maybe not 100, but a lot each for sure. Because I watch all of them when a new one comes out.
Wow.
Every time.
Oh.
So I've done that like quite a few times.
I think what episode was this one?
10? 10, I think. I want to say 10.
So you watched them really? Episode 10.
So if I watch them each 10 times, then yeah.
Wow.
They're not long videos though. They're each like 2 to 5 minutes probably. And 5 might be a little long. But
They're
yeah,
not
Tom's videos
that
great.
long.
Yeah. Not being paid by Tom's to say this because he would never pay a channel with like 100 subscribers. But
Well, I
great
mean,
channel.
he was there at one point, so
Give the man some credit.
can't say that.
But you know.
Hey, I gotta on. Sorry.
All right, Mark, dude, you were on the podcast for a little bit, and I appreciate it, dude. It was nice to have you back on for a little bit.
Of course. See you around.
All right, peace out, Mark.
I'm
Later.
He's gone again.
Quick, get the cardboard cutout!
It was nice to have Mark back on the podcast. He has not been on since episode 83, I'm pretty sure. No, not 83.
Wow.
No, that's a
User
complete
joined
lie.
your
It was a lot
channel.
longer than that.
Alright, be
Who
back.
just hopped in home?
Who just- what?
Oh, Nick. Okay, hi. Because I'm like, I'm doing like the numbers in my head, and I look down past Ryan's name, and I'm like, who the? I don't see anyone. Because Nick just fills in between us. Yeah. So hi Nick, how you doing, bud?
Whack.
That's what I'm saying.
Quack. Mother quacker. Yep, you know it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you know,
God.
I've really been feeling the business lately. Stock's going up. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What is happening?
They're
No, 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 no.
communicating. Don't stop them.
No. You should definitely get the other one for Cat.
What?
Yes. Make sure it's overnight shipping too. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nick,
Yep,
stop
I got
doing
the
this
cost-
to me.
I got the
don't-
cost card,
Nick,
don't worry.
Nick.
Yeah, Cat?
See, you'll never know
Okay.
if Nick and I were just making that all up, or we communicate with that. So.
I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna take my chances with that.
All right, so
Cat's too afraid to call bullshit.
I was gonna say, if you call BS, realize that that would also be saying that Nick and I have lives.
Yes.
We would have plenty of time to do this if we really wanted to. Just throw that out there. I've done a
say
podcast for 176 straight weeks. You think I have a social life?
Fair.
Turns into a cry, yeah.
Oh God.
I'm not crying, I'm sorry. So great.
Kill me now.
Yeah, Sam.
What?
Huh? what are you selling? No one responded with chocolates. Are you kidding me? You guys are lame.
Yeah, well,
Lame.
you know, that's what,
I'm
that's
not
what I do.
cultured enough.
Yeah, that's something that bugs me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of
That
sad that you haven't seen SpongeBob.
Wait, what?
You know what? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make a deal right now. I will watch Avatar if you watch SpongeBob.
Who? Wait.
SpongeBob has no plot.
Who has not watched SpongeBob?
Cat.
Also,
Cat hasn't.
SpongeBob has a lot more episodes.
All right, no, you have to watch the equivalent amount of episodes that I do of Avatar. Then.
Oh, that's nothing then.
Yeah.
Cat, you do it.
SpongeBob is one of those pointless shows like Phineas and Ferb. There's no plot. It's boring.
Cat, it's
Cat, I don't
together
know
to
if we
watch
can be friends
Avatar.
anymore.
This is the deal that I'm putting on the table. If you deny it, I won't watch Avatar. Just saying.
Cat.
It's really on your shoulders.
Do it for Tony's own good.
How dare you defy SpongeBob in such a way?
SpongeBob. I don't even like it. I've
Hey,
seen it
SpongeBob.
before. I just don't like
Well,
it.
that's fine. I've seen a few episodes of Avatar before. I can say I don't like it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's just wrong.
He's got us in a corner, guys.
That's not the point. It's for the sake of the argument. So do you accept my terms and
I can
conditions?
decide right now.
Oh, you have to. This This
no.
offer will stand
Take it or leave it right now.
for the next minute.
Oh man.
Oh, rip, I'm not making a decision. The offer will
Jesus
expire. Oh,
That means I won't watch Avatar.
Do 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 do
that's a
do
shame.
do.
Cat, do it for his own good. Do it for Tony.
You're not even gonna try and bargain, like just watch
Right?
the SpongeBob movie or something?
Like,
Come on.
my, yeah. Tony,
I
what
watch
should
this-
watch is the SpongeBob movie. The one with David Hasselhoff.
That was a good movie.
I
Yeah, it's
watched
gotta
the
be the one with
SpongeBob
David
movie.
Hasselhoff.
Come on, I think that's more than fair.
I don't know. Tell me what you're willing to do here. You have 20 seconds.
Can I watch the SpongeBob movie instead?
SpongeBob movie and 1 season.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, that's too much.
You guys are
No, no,
negotiating for me.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Do you take the deal or not?
I'm willing to
More
give you
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob movie
Well, you're
plus
not
a
putting
season.
your foot down and saying,
Yeah,
well, I'm
really.
gonna negotiate here.
Yeah. If you're not gonna negotiate, we will.
There's nothing to negotiate.
Is that because you're not going to do it?
Clearly, we're your attorney, so don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. This is what we trained for years to do.
I passed the bar exam in New York State.
See?
But okay.
I passed the bar exam in my dreams.
I don't know what a bar exam is.
That's the exam you have to pass to become a lawyer.
See how good of a lawyer I am.
Oh man! All right,
Doing
you know,
a great
I'm just
job.
saying that this is the offer there, and the minute has already gone by. So,
Sounds fortunate. Tragedy, really.
so do you accept or decline?
She accepts. Trust me on
Yes.
this. I'm your lawyer.
Yes.
Her 3 separate lawyers all say
Yeah.
that she accepts.
She's got a team of attorneys. Okay.
Alright, I know
What
her
could
team
possibly go
attorney
wrong?
didn't
However-
say so, but I need to
However,
see her
this is
thing.
also on the condition that she is free to walk out of the room for drinks and snacks at any given time.
Yep. I think that
Without needing to
I
pause.
concur with that. Yep. She has the right to food and water.
occasionally.
She does not have
It's
to sit there
regularly
and
declined.
watch it without continuation. She does not have to pause it for snacks and drinks.
Oh yeah, she can. She doesn't have to like binge watch or anything. She just has to watch it eventually. Like, and by eventually, I would say, by the time I finish Avatar. And if I binge watch 2 seasons, I know that's not fair. I won't expect you to watch like 2 seasons in a night of SpongeBob. But you only have to watch. You know what? I will say that you have to watch a SpongeBob movie plus 10 episodes of SpongeBob.
Oh, that is well worth it, because the SpongeBob movie is actually fire.
The SpongeBob movie is actually fire.
It-
Quote.
Okay.
It was.
look.
I really liked the SpongeBob movie. I will watch the SpongeBob movie with you.
I saw it in theaters.
I did too. Yeah. So, Kat,
This is
I will
more
watch
than
the
a fair
SpongeBob
deal.
movie with you, and if you want, I will watch SpongeBob with you.
This is too much.
Can't just take
What
the
if,
deal.
what if we all sat down together and watched SpongeBob?
Ooh.
I actually wouldn't mind that.
Actually, that would be alright.
What did I come back to?
Going back and seeing all the old SpongeBob memes,
Um,
I would really enjoy that actually.
Yeah, it kind of
'Cause I
sounds
can't
like a
do
good
this
time.
alone, man.
Oh, podcast group rewatch.
Actually, I'm about to be done rating in like a couple minutes here, so I would really be down if after the podcast.
Do it tonight.
We all just watch SpongeBob.
Yeah, we'll just like binge like 3 seasons or whatever tonight.
Ooh, 3 seasons. I don't know if I
And
can
then-
commit to
and
3
then-
seasons
And
tonight.
then we'll sit down with Tony.
Oh, we could
and
start,
watch
or we
Avatar.
could start Avatar
Yeah.
tonight.
Yes.
Yes!
We start
Let's do
Avatar,
it.
and we'll get back to SpongeBob then?
Yeah, I am down to start Avatar tonight if you guys are willing
Alright,
to watch it together.
Alright.
I am down, yeah.
Dude, I'm
Tony, wait, we
totally
can do
down.
this live.
Like,
You
I
made a
have the
mistake, Tony.
entirety of
Do
the
it
DVD
on
box.
Twitch. Do
I'm
it
not
on
gonna.
Twitch.
I'm not gonna stream it on Twitch.
Fine, we'll stream it somewhere else.
Well, I could give you the DVDs.
Yeah, but the point,
I have
everyone
the
wants to
DVD.
watch it together, right?
No, but you could live stream that on Twitch.
I could.
You
What do you
put
get,
it really
like,
the
copyright
creative
to it?
set.
I feel like it might.
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
yeah,
yeah,
because I don't have
that's true.
licensing
I
to stream it.
Ask them. Just quick shoot an email like, hey, can I stream this?
I've never seen
It's
this before, and I want to.
It's Nickelodeon. They won't let you do that shit.
No, that's
Oh,
why.
that's true.
That's right after it was made by Nickelodeon.
Yeah. So I will. You know what, Kat? You don't have to watch SpongeBob because I understand you're not going to accept my offer, and I'm sad that you wouldn't even think about accepting it.
Wait, she was saying she would watch it if we were like all sitting down together, watching it.
Yeah, my dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my dude.
All right, that's fine.
See, now we're all happy. We all get to watch SpongeBob and we all get to watch Avatar.
Oh, good lord.
We've reached a compromise.
Huzzah!
Is it though?
I mean, I'm happy with this.
I'm pretty happy about this.
Right? Like, I don't see any losers in this. I mean, we're all losers for doing it, but, you know, I mean...
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
We
It
embrace
could have been a lot worse.
It really could have been, yeah. Could have been, for sure. Alright, so I'm going to move on to more topics so we leave this.
Oh boy.
Okay. I don't know if I want to go in this one. Yeah, I feel like this is about as good as a crew as ever I'll get for this. Who are the Jar Jar Binks of other franchises?
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
And they don't have to be as bad as Jar Jar.
Can you explain this to me? Because
Yamcha!
Oh,
Alright, Ryan, I feel like you're the most qualified to explain this.
Yeah.
Yamcha's just Yamcha. Anyone who knows Yamcha knows why.
Yeah,
I think they wanted a Jar Jar Binks.
So basically we're
explanation.
explaining who, like, what character was just the worst of a franchise. Like, just the worst. Like, borderline ruined the franchise.
Okay, well, alright. Yamcha didn't ruin the franchise.
But he was just the worst.
He was just bad. So I guess we can't consider Yamcha the worst.
Yeah.
Damn it. This is hard.
Yeah. The Jar Jar Binks of a franchise. Like... I don't know.
Okay, like I said, doesn't have to
Because
be
Jar
as
Jar
bad
Binks
as
was
Jar
like
Jar.
just so uniquely like...
Yeah.
Terrible.
So no, I would accept like Yamcha as an answer. It doesn't have to
Alright.
be as bad as Jar Jar because I don't know if that's possible.
True. To be worse than Jar Jar is like quite the feat.
Yeah.
Like you have to
Impressively
try
bad.
at that point. Like Lucas was just a shit character writer,
That's fair.
but like
Oh, you know what? I never answered the last question. So I'm gonna replace
the
all
car
Carl
horn
Horns with Jar Jar quotes.
oh god.
Boy.
Just because I can.
Annie, Misa's so happy to see you.
That one. That's it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And that will repeat every time someone honks a horn.
Oh god.
The entire quote.
Yeah, the entire quote.
Just imagine like New York City at rush hour.
Oh, that would be miserable.
In unrelated news, the suicide rates in New York have gone up. Oh.
Could we count a movie as being bad in the franchise? Like,
Well, when
Too
say it.
Fast, Too Furious?
Wait, you're saying the movie Too Fast, Too Furious?
Yeah.
I would say that's one of the better movies in that franchise.
I don't know.
The worst
Wait,
movie in
is
that
Too Fast-
franchise is probably the newest one because it has nothing to do with
Fate of the Furious.
it has nothing to do with cars anymore. Not they like robbing a bank or something. You turned to Ocean's 11.
It also didn't have Paul Walker. What kind of bullshit is this?
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, sure.
I heard you didn't want to resign.
What a fucking quitter. Just leaving a franchise in the
Jesus
middle of
Christ.
it.
Savage.
We didn't want him anyway, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Wow, it just took a dark turn.
God damn.
You took it there. Look what you created. I hope you're happy.
I'm doing pretty good, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm kind of waiting to see if people say anything just like, fuck you!
You know, but to go back to the movies themselves, I think Too Fast, Too Furious wasn't a bad one. I liked it. It didn't have Vin Diesel in it, I'm pretty sure, like, at all. Doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, he was in a movie called like The Pacifier once. It's a pretty bad movie. Really bad movie, by the way. If anyone else has seen it, I'm sorry that you have suffered
No,
pain.
I've never.
Also, basically,
never
he
saw
was
it.
like a secret cover agent who happened to be a babysitter.
A fucking wait.
Oh,
Wait
that
a
movie.
minute.
Yeah, that movie.
I'm pretty sure that's been done like
A lot.
many times.
Yeah, probably. But this one had Vin Diesel in it, and he was the main character. If you know, Vin Diesel's best acting performance has come in Guardians of the Galaxies 1 and 2, and because he only says 3 words. He only says, "I am Groot." And that is by far his best acting performance of all time. Because he doesn't need to talk, really.
Yeah,
At all.
that's true.
No disrespect
I mean-
to Vin Diesel, but like he's more of this like a muscled up kind of guy you get in a film, rather than like a good actor.
You know what he'd be perfect for? Stunt doubles.
Yeah.
He's a little too old to be stunt double now. I'd honestly go.
Oh,
and say.
that's true. That's
Old
true.
him, yeah. Like him 10 years ago would have been perfect for stunt doubles.
Yeah.
I'd say. But you don't want him to throw us back, you know.
But then a stunt double kind of at least has to look like somebody, like at least generally. And who does Vin Diesel look like?
If you had him on the same regimen, you could easily like have him as like a stunt double for like Dwayne Johnson or like someone like that.
Yeah, that's the only one I thought
Yeah.
about. Like, as soon as I said, I was like, maybe.
I had
Dwayne
a
The
friend
maybe The
once
Rock,
that
but,
says-
like, even then.
Yeah, a friend of mine once said that we just need to get rid of either Vin Diesel or Dwayne Johnson because we don't need more than one of them.
No, they
Yeah,
can both.
I know. I like
Well,
Dwayne
oh,
Johnson.
Do you mean both of them or one of
One
them?
of them has to go.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant both
No.
of them. I was like, no.
No.
Your friend is wrong.
Yeah. No,
We
I
need
like
Dwayne The
I
Rock
like
Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson a lot. I think he's a good actor.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Him
mean,
and his French bulldog.
what?
His French puppers.
Oh.
He's got... Look, Dwayne The Rock Johnson has 2 dogs he always posts on Instagram, and they're adorable because they're so small and he's so big.
Yeah,
I
it's-
love the way you worded that, by the way.
Because they're so small and he is so big.
And they're adorable. And he saved them from drowning, so you know it's even more adorable.
Aw.
Completely out of context.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead, continue. I wanted to hear Ryan talk about Dwayne Johnson more. I can honestly feel the sparkles in his eyes when he talks about him.
He's a...
Yeah.
In Nicole's words, he's a precious cinnamon bun who needs protecting.
Alright. Alright.
Wait, he needs protecting?
Yeah, I think
He's the one that does the protecting.
protecting. Yeah,
Who's
really.
gonna fuck with Dwayne The Rock Johnson? His biceps
stupid.
can look at you and you'll die. His
just
biceps have biceps.
To flex on a flex.
Yeah, I mean, how do you mess with him?
You don't.
Like, you'll
Yeah.
die. He'll just give you like a wink and you'll explode. He doesn't even have to like be trying to hurt you.
Yeah, right. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It just happens.
Mhm.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, coming to a theater near you.
It's just
make
a
him a
movie.
feature.
That's his name.
Yeah, I would watch it to be honest.
Yeah,
because I'd be like,
kinda.
all right, he agreed to this. What is this about?
Yeah.
Because he's at the point in his career.
If
where he
it said like written and directed by Dwayne The Rock
Oh.
Johnson, I might think twice.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, like at that point, it's like, all right, let's take a step.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Like, what is this going to be about? Oh, let's suppose it's a story about like his life or something. If that's what it
Like
was.
a
that's
documentary.
true.
Like if
Yeah,
it was
you know,
if it was auto,
biography
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
would watch
true.
it, yeah. And
Yeah,
and
definitely.
he played every character. Oh, that'd be
Oh my
great. That would be amazing.
Everyone goes in expecting it to be this, like, you know, professional documentary, but no,
It's just him as
playing
everything. It's like it's like one of the like Eddie Murphy movies where he plays every character, or like a Tyler
Oh,
Perry
God.
movie where he plays like 5 characters. Like
Except this one's like tolerable.
yeah, except we like this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Eddie Murphy used to be really funny, to be honest.
Yeah,
He
but
had some
I don't
great
think
skits.
Tyler Perry
Tyler
ever
Perry
was
was
funny.
never funny. I don't think. Yeah, Tyler Perry's best work was serious roles, to be honest.
Mm.
But Eddie Murphy was great as Donkey in Shrek. And Mulan 2 was horrible because Eddie Murphy was not Mushu.
Yeah.
That's right. I got the name right? It's Mushu, right?
I think. I don't think I've seen Mulan in like
Did I get it
a
right?
decade.
I think he played Mushu in the first one, yeah?
No, I
Did
was making sure the name of the dragon was correct.
Yes, Mushu.
Yeah,
Mushu.
Mushu.
Yes.
Okay, because I remember a lot. Like,
Same name
yeah.
as my
I
brother's
know, because
cat.
that's why I know you would know it. So I'm like, can you just confer that like I have said the correct name of this cute little dragon that Eddie Murphy voiced? Wait,
And
my mind just got blown. What if the
What?
reason Donkey was attracted to dragons is because he was a dragon?
Oh my god.
It's the same character. He just got turned into a dragon. Oh, turned into a donkey. Oh man,
It all ties
they're
together.
the same movie. It's the same world.
Oh god.
Oh,
Now I want a Shrek Mulan crossover.
it's
Oh, God.
that's called Shrek.
No, a legit.
I know. Yeah, I know.
They direct it as a crossover.
And like I want the story of how Mushu turns into donkey.
Yeah. Like Shrek's like, you know what? This swamp isn't swampy enough. I'm gonna go to the swamps of like
China.
China.
Yeah.
And he meets Mulan. She's like, oh, I haven't seen
The
Mulan.
swamps of China.
Yeah, that's a thing, right? I'm sure there's a swamp somewhere in China. Why can't China have swamps?
Yeah. What? Are you not allowing China to have swamps?
Yeah, are you
I'm
like saying what
pretty
they
sure
can and
just
can't
have
have?
swamps.
No, I'm pretty sure that. I think like almost every.
You know.
I think you guys broke Cat.
I didn't know geography was her trigger.
Damn.
Hey, China has swamps.
It does.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just found a top 10 list of the top 10 most beautiful wetlands in China, and these are swamps.
Yeah.
So
Boom. I was
yeah,
right.
and don't ever question Eric.
I always know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, even when he doesn't.
Yeah.
Even when you're bullshitting it.
Yep.
Eric is just good at bullshitting. That's how he's gotten through all
Yeah.
his classes.
I'm so good at bullshitting. When I bullshit, it becomes truth.
Okay, Chuck Norris, calm down.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Eric is the best bullshitter. He's also really good at Googling.
I bullshit everywhere I go. I'm always really good at what?
Googling?
Oh yeah. I'm getting a degree in
Yeah,
it.
he's getting a degree in Googling.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, he's
Ryan,
so
you don't have
good.
the same major as Eric, right? You guys are different majors.
What major, sir?
Network IT.
I mean, we're pretty. I'm just basic IT.
I thought you were comp sci.
I was comp sci, but I switched because fuck math.
Yeah.
I have a computer.
Oh,
science
so
minor,
basically, are you saying, Ryan, that you're good at Googling too?
yeah, no, seriously,
Yeah.
that's pretty much our entire.
That's
job.
what. That's a joke. Yeah, like you're good at Googling.
Legitimate, even comp sci, it's the same thing. Except
Yeah.
my IT majors, there's a lot of coding in it. It's not just like comp sci or
It
IT
depends
stuff.
on it depends on like what you're doing for ours.
Yeah,
Because
it
it's
really
like
does.
yeah.
Since he's more networking, so that's a lot more of the physical side to it. There's a lot more understanding and working with computers and going with that. Mine, since I'm general, I have to know a bunch of stuff.
It does also mean you go beep boop beep boop.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
how many times
Yeah.
a day will you need to
That
tell
means-
someone to turn something off and put it back on?
Me?
Oh my god.
Or
yes. Question
both
both
of
of you. Yeah.
Because it's pretty high on both ends.
It's a pretty good amount of times.
Yeah, because I asked that question
Honestly-
to Canadian Derek, and he said that he does that quite a few times a day.
Like,
It really is the
'cause,
simplest.
like like honestly, like you think it's not gonna work, and then it does.
Everyone,
Like, that's all the thing.
it really is.
Yeah. Like you'd be surprised how many times it'll fix something.
The worst thing about being IT though is everyone assumes you're good with printers.
Oh fuck that. Yeah.
No, fuck printers. Printers are
It's
just like
its own
black
major.
magic
For
shit
mine,
over there.
for mine, it's phones.
Really?
I
Okay,
don't.
phones. Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
just not really. I don't like fucking dealing with Android or especially iPhone. Just-
iPhones are so easy though. Like if you took 2
Okay,
seconds,
They're
to load it, you'd know
easy.
it.
They're easy if you've had them a while and if you've used them a lot.
They're
If
also
not,
easy.
you're kind of fucked.
They're like
They're
babies.
easy to use, not easy to fix.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I thought you were
That's the other
you were saying that someone would call and asking how to do this on their phone, and you'd be like, "Oh, you do this." That kind of. I
Like,
thought that's what you're talking about, right?
Because I never had an iPhone before. I never had an iPhone before, so I'm just so used to Android that I have no fucking clue.
Well, do you want to know how to do everything on iPhone real fast? There's
Bring it
two
to the Apple
buttons.
Store.
Basic, other than volume, and like putting it off from like volume to vibrate and
Yeah.
turning the volume up and down.
Yeah.
Home block.
Yeah.
Google it.
Double click everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Basically, like.
I know, like, at my job, we have these things where you can get coupons on your phone, and you can scan them on your phone, but, like, to get to it. Someone will hand me their iPhone at the home screen, be like, oh, just find the email with the coupon. I'm like, no.
That's
I'm
your
not doing
job.
that. Yeah, like, I'm not doing that. Because, one, I don't want to go into your emails, and two, I don't ever use iPhones. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this thing.
It's pretty ironic coming from like an IT standpoint. Like, I don't know Apple. I hate Apple. It
Well,
just
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine. I understand why people use it. I use an Android just because
Yeah.
ironically, it's simpler for me to use it.
Same, yeah.
So
Because I can do what I want with it. I'm not limited to what Apple wants me to do. I'm limited to what I want to do.
to be fair, yeah, like that's just different people though. Because I don't need to change my phone at all. Like I don't care about it at all.
Well, it's not
I
even a
use-
matter of changing it. It's more of just, like, what you can use and what you can do with it.
Yeah, I mean, like everything that I need to do with my phone, I do. So like
Yeah,
I
which is
have my
true.
phone, and
Which
like,
is
I'll
fine.
never need to
Yeah.
anything more. And also, it is really easy to teach older generations of people how to use an iPhone
That's
rather
true.
than Android, because that's what I've done. I've taught many people in my family how to use iPhones, and
Hey,
it's
I've
a
taught my
lot
mom.
easier.
That's how
Pretty good
intuitive it
achievement.
is.
What?
I taught my mom how to use an Android. It's a pretty good achievement in my book.
It is, but like
Teaching my grandfather,
it's
too.
so much easier just to teach them iPhone because everything they're ever gonna fucking need is there. Like it's very easy to put music on for them. Like you literally plug your phone into the computer, go here. Or
Yeah,
or
it's
don't
true.
even plug your phone into the computer. Go to the app that says iTunes Store on it. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just so simple and easy to teach.
It's as simple as that until it crashes.
That's when you get a new one.
In which case, you just turn it off and turn it back on.
Yep.
No. I mean, like, the phone crashes, all their stuff is gone, and because they didn't back it up with the computer, they completely lost everything. Unless they bought it on iTunes, then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, oh, God, it's...
I know, like, I know my friend Emeka, he's had trouble with iTunes, too. He'll be like, oh, yeah, it just decided that I didn't buy the album.
Yeah, no, that's why I switched from
If you
using
put
iTunes as
that
well.
actually has happened me before, and I put a support ticket in, and I got the album.
No.
I just use music
Actually,
now because I can
I
play...
got like all of my songs back because like they didn't give me like I logged in on a new computer or whatever when I got a new one, and yeah, I had like 20 songs, and I just emailed them. They're like, yeah, that's wrong. Here is the 1,000 songs in your library. Here, you can download them all.
Yeah, I just know Emeka said, like, he had them on his phone for a while, and then iTunes just kind of, like, got rid of it, deleted it off his phone.
Oh, it's because
Because,
it
like,
got
I
updated.
don't... Yeah.
were
But
they
still, like, that's bullshit.
okay?
No,
So
I don't disagree. I'm just saying.
did he buy the album on iTunes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he did. I'll have
Because
to ask
if
him
he,
again, but I'm
if
pretty
he,
sure he did.
because some people I know have done this, they'll like re-download iTunes or something and wonder why all the music they put from their CDs aren't on the computer, and that's because you have to put
It
it
mu-
on again.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Oh, it
for
might
them.
have been the CD. I don't remember.
If it was that, then that's why. But that's why I just
Yeah.
want to make sure, because I'm not very good tech-wise, but I learned that from using iTunes for so long, is that anytime you
Yeah.
like use a new computer, the music you've manually put up onto iTunes yourself isn't there. Like, it
Because
just
iTunes
disappears.
doesn't maintain it.
Yeah, it's just
That's
it's a
the whole thing.
database on that computer basically to store it on that computer. It doesn't go into like your cloud or anything. Like you can put it on your phone as well,
Right.
but like it's not theirs, so they're not gonna do it. You know, like why
Yeah.
would they? They'd be like, no, that I don't know what
Yeah,
that is.
that's-
What is that? That's not ours. Get that out of here.
Yeah.
That's in the way of my
Honestly,
stacks of money.
I just always have a copy of all the music files I have zipped in my in a flash drive and on my desktop
fine.
and my laptop. So I have 3 copies of it if ever something goes wrong.
That's really smart. To do.
I mean,
you're saying you use
it's
what
like
for your music? a second ago?
It's called Music Bee,
Okay.
which it's a newer version of iTunes. It's really well made because it integrates with the phone app as well. So you can work on your computer, you can download it all to your phone right from there, and then if you're listening to something on your computer and your speakers are on, you can play what's like going on next just by clicking it on
What
your
is
phone.
it called, Ryan?
Music Bee.
Oh, like a
Just like music and bee.
like a
Yes, like a bee.
bee.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you said music bean at first.
Bee.
Music
owner
Bean.
of our
Honestly,
ser-
I like Music Bean better.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
change
I'm
the
a
name.
little upset now. Yeah, to be completely
Oh
honest.
man.
This honestly looks like just from like the UI and everything, it looks like a mix between iTunes and Spotify.
It's supposed to be like a very modern
Yeah.
looking thing.
It
They're-
literally, parts of it look exactly like iTunes and parts of it look exactly like Spotify.
Yeah.
Which
is
I'm not
nice.
saying that's. Don't get me wrong. That's not like me calling it out for being bad or anything. I'm just observation. Because I'm sure it's fine. Because I mean, if it copies those exactly, both of them are very successful music outlets. So
Yeah.
it should be fine. And it looks very simple too.
It can be a little confusing at first because it doesn't like picking up music off of like what you do is you don't drag and drop. You can, but it's a little bit more confusing. It goes into your files and looks for music, and sometimes it doesn't find it if it's within like 2 or 3 folders. You have to like leave it out on the main directory. It took me a while to figure that out, and then I had to ask Steve, the person who recommended to me, like how to do it real quick.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh yeah, it just for some odd reason doesn't like a long file path, and you have to just make it a little bit shorter for it."
Okay, that makes sense.
It's probably just the way.
I
it's
feel like this would
programmed or
be
something
good
like
for
that.
people that are really good with computers. Then,
Mm.
like if
It's
you're
not like
decent with computers at least, or have like a good like I don't think I could tell like my parents use this. Like I feel
Yeah,
like they
that's
would
true.
get lost if you
That's
ever have
fair.
to do anything with files or anything like that. They would never be able to do
Yeah.
that.
once again, it comes down to simplicity again. Like you can in Music Bee, you can organize your music. Oh, you can completely rewrite everything about the music in there, about like whatever you want. Obviously, you can make playlists, but you can do other things. iTunes limits that ability sometimes. Like you can't change certain things that you want, or like changing the name sometimes screws with the song itself in the database, and it becomes more of
For
a
iTunes?
problem. It's something.
Huh.
I
just
just
honestly
I
have
tried
never
to
had that
change
problem.
something when I bought it offline. I don't know why I did it, but it just through my own
Yeah,
experience.
no, of course.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could
I
fuck
switched
us
to it
up.
because I don't like being tethered down by iTunes. Like if I want to share my music with people and not have to share my account with them, I want to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's fair.
Like,
iTunes, I
yeah.
think, is the go-to thing if you have an iPhone. Though, like
Yeah, of
it's
course.
like
If
if
you
you
have
have an
an iPhone,
iPhone,
yeah,
you should be
it's the
using.
easiest
But you
Yeah.
almost don't have a choice at
Yeah.
that point.
I mean, theoretically.
Like if you have your music on your iPhone, you have to use iTunes.
I don't know if that's
You don't
necessarily
have
true.
to, but I get
I
what
mean,
you're
you
saying.
could like if you want to put your music on your phone, like files of music on your phone.
Mm.
I'm sure there's ways to do it without iTunes, but
Yeah, you could probably get a music player that doesn't require it.
which I've actually used different music players on my phone before because I got set up for iTunes at some point in my life,
Yeah.
which is understandable.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's annoying, but like, I recently started
Actually-
using iTunes again, and I like it. It's okay. What were you saying there?
Like what I personally. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I actually really like iTunes because I have an old iPod now, not an iPod Touch. I have I don't remember.
Nano.
It's the one with the wheel. It's the
Oh,
really
the
square.
original iPod.
It's
yeah.
the square looking.
that's an
one.
iPod
I don't
Nano.
remember which generation it is. Yeah, and I really like iTunes because it is very good for organizing the music, and it has a lot of things you can change the equalizers of the music and make it louder or quieter, because not all the music files that I get are the same volume. So
Yeah.
I don't know, that's really nice, and I like to be able to just manipulate all the parts of the files. And I don't know, I like iTunes when it's not for an iPod or an iPhone, because I find that their touch technology is obnoxious, and yeah, I just have not had good experiences with it. But the old iPod, 10 out of 10, love it.
What do you mean they're touch? Do you mean like an
Like,
iPod Touch?
yeah, like I could go on for a long time
Yeah,
about why I just hate.
iPod touches
like-
are garbage, but yeah.
I mean, like even an iPhone, like, it's the same concept. I just hate.
I'm curious then.
all of
What do you hate about it?
Oh my goodness.
Because it's so easy, right? It's just mind-numbingly easy.
I mean, of course.
And
I've
I
always
feel
loved
like
the simplicity
most
of
of the things you do on iPhone you can do on other phones when it comes to like touching, right? Because most smartphones operate off of the base idea of it has a lock button, a home button, like a volume, like turn on the volume, turn it to vibrate, a volume up and down button, right? And that's basically the.
Oh yeah, it's not the touch factor that makes it obnoxious. It's just Apple itself that I don't like. And when it comes to that, it's just their touch products. Like, again, their old iPod. I really like that because it's not this like new Apple technology, and I really don't like the newer Apple technology with the just the ones with touchscreen. It's not the touchscreen that like makes it bad. It's just that those are the products that I don't like.
It might be like the OS, maybe.
No, I like
because like if you said
OS,
that the
and I
OS
like,
is something that would make more sense then because
I like
there's nothing. There isn't anything really different from like an iPhone touchscreen to
And
like
an iPod,
or an iPod or
Touch, rather.
even like I'd gander to say most like other smartphones. Like there's nothing that unique about an iPhone really. The only thing unique about iPhone is that it's an Apple product, and that's why it costs so much. If anyone else made this would be a few $100s cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at the technology, like newer other phones, Android
They're better.
phones have stronger specs.
They do.
Inside
that's
of it,
why.
and it's
No, that's
still,
just
like,
why I'm generally
$700.
confused about her not liking the touch features on it because this is
No,
nothing
that's what I'm saying.
to.
It's not that. It's not that. It's just that I dislike their products. Like their old products are fine. Like just the ones without the touchscreens, just because those ones are old.
So
and
basically, you're an Apple hipster. That's what you're trying to say.
it's not what I'm saying. I just Apple.
Yeah, I mean, I get.
Okay.
See, the thing that confuses me about most people is that like they'll generally just hate a product when it's like, well, I mean, the product's not like evil or anything. Like,
Well, I mean, Apple owns a lot.
but just because you own a lot doesn't make you evil.
Mm.
You can go
I mean, I've
all
been
day
going
you
for
want,
a long
but
time
like,
about why I don't like Apple.
yeah, like.
And
But okay, let's go deeper into this then. You're going down a rabbit hole. What don't you like about Apple?
okay.
As a company.
Well, first of all, again, you're buying a brand, which I very.
I mean,
again,
okay, so
is
for
why I
a
think
lot of smartphones, you are buying the brand. If you're buying a
That's fair.
Galaxy Note 5 or whatever, you're buying it because it's that.
yes.
It's the same thing.
And then there's also the fact that, a lot of other phone things do this too, but Apple, I find, is the most obnoxious with it because it makes their old phones irrelevant. They constantly come out with new versions, and they essentially obliterate the old ones and make them unusable. So, like, if you have an iPod Touch 4,
Depends
they came out with the
how
next
old
one,
they
and,
are.
like...
But, I mean, it depends what you mean, because iPhones, like, have a very long life to them. That's the point of why they're so expensive, is the fact that, like, I had an iPhone 4 for like 5+ years. Right, that's
Same.
insane. My iPhone 5S I got in high school. I just finished my 3rd year of college. I got it my junior year, and it's so this is like another 5 years on a new iPhone, basically. So
It's just
The
the
longevity.
mentality of people just like getting new phones every year is
Yeah.
just stupid.
that itself is dumb.
Yeah, I
But
think
most
that's- I
like
think
big
that's- I
phone
think that's
companies
what
do
is.
it.
I think that's what
So.
it is that a lot of people don't like about Apple. It's it's those consumers specifically.
There are a
The
lot of
ones that are
consumers.
new
that do
iPhone,
that.
gotta
Yeah,
get
That
it.
is true.
Just-
I
But
wouldn't
other,
call it specifically limited to
I was gonna say a lot of
Apple
other
or that
phones
sort of
do that as
mentality.
No,
well,
of course
because
not. Of
like
course not.
Samsung does it all the time as well. Like you can't just
Oh yeah.
gear like
No,
Apple
you're
to it.
right.
You gotta apply it to everyone.
You're
I
right.
hate most like mainstream phones. That's why I moved out from Samsung. I have the 4, as Tony likes to say. I have the OnePlus 3T.
Yeah, I call it the 4.
And this-
it's OnePlus.
this is like It's a Chinese company. They make it's the same sort of specs. It's got 6 gigs of RAM in it, an 820 Snapdragon processor in it. It's just as
very nice
fast as
phone,
an
by the way.
iPhone 6 Plus.
How snappy is the Dragon?
It's pretty snappy. This thing's fast as shit. Its camera is pretty much just as good, and it's half the price of an iPhone.
Yeah, no. So
See, like,
his phone,
when
by
I
the
was
way, I've seen
looking
it in
for-
person.
yeah.
It's great. It's a really good phone. One of the best I've seen.
So like when I was looking for my phone, earlier this year, I didn't go, oh, you know, what company do I want? Like, what? No, I was just like, all right, what is going to cost me the least amount of money and get me the...
Yeah, that's exactly what
That's
I
all
did.
it was. But I was at a Verizon store when I did it, so, you know, it was kind of like
Oh,
a little bit more
so
limiting.
sorry.
You know. I have a plan with them, all that. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Exactly.
See, that's what I avoided. I looked at the phones at AT&T. That's where I have my plan. And I'm like, I'm not paying like $15 a month for this
No,
shit.
it's
I paid
not worth it. I mean,
for my phone.
It's really not, but...
I
you
paid
know.
$430 flat. That's all I had to pay. It's not over $36.
the
not bad.
unfortunate thing though, right, is it's not just like iPhones. That's all like phones like that like are made here basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that like
That's why
the
I
way
stopped.
they don't like allow you for the most part to like just pay for it up front for the most part. At least AT&T. That's who I have as well.
No, they don't. They
You
don't let
have
do
to
that
pay
anymore.
like 15 to 20 a month or 30 a month based on what phone you get,
Well,
right? Like
That is if you buy through them.
yeah.
That's what I didn't do.
No, that's what I
I
mean.
bought through an external, and it just got
Which
the
most
SIM cards for the
people,
card.
honestly, Ryan, would never think to not buy through them. And that's what I mean,
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
like the standard bearer for buying phones from AT&T now is that you have to do payments on it for like 2 years, right? And yeah, theoretically, like, okay, if the phone I have now, I paid $15 a month for 2 years, I would have still had the phone for another 3 years after that, so would that have been the end of the world? No, I guess.
Well, also,
but-
it's like, it's kind of like, it's like, oh, you get an upgrade in 2 years, want to just switch it out, it'll be more cost effective. That's what they're trying to do. Which,
Like,
you know,
as a consumer like me, I don't give a shit about the newest phone. I just want something that...
No,
Oh, no,
like
you're right, and
my
that's
until
how
this
I am
phone
too, but the whole thing is
dies,
that-
I will be using
Yeah.
it basically, and it's like 5 years
Yeah.
in, and I'm gonna just keep using it. You know, I'm not gonna stop
I'm
until.
at 3 years on an iPhone 5.
Like, I had just on... Like, I came from a Galaxy S3. Like, that's how old my
Yeah,
phone,
no,
my last
seriously.
phone was.
Every
So I really needed an upgrade.
anytime I've brought a
Yeah.
phone in for an upgrade, they said that's a dinosaur, basically.
yeah.
But you know, all right. So we'll backtrack to the original part. What else about Apple don't you like, Kat?
I guess I didn't finish my initial thought. It's just whenever there is like I don't know, it could be the system update. You could be, you know, updating the OS, and they do that a lot, and so it makes it hard. At least from my experience with the iPod 4, it would essentially make it run slower. You wouldn't be able to download
Yeah.
any apps because you're running an old version of, you know, it, and it's obnoxious, and I don't want to, you know, have to buy a new product just to have this app, right? Like, I don't know. I
Hey,
didn't like that.
I'm gonna
it's
disagree
quite
with you on that.
annoying.
As much as I dislike Apple, that's one of the few things I do like about Apple. They're constantly updating their products to make them safer and more efficient.
Mhm.
Well, most Android phones, like for Samsung, I had the S3 for maybe 7 years. I got maybe 2 updates on that.
Which
That's it.
I honestly, it's something I do like about Apple as well. I do understand the
like-
fact though. It is true. There's a certain point though with Apple products you need to stop updating them, and if you can't
Yeah.
run certain apps, then you need to just get a new phone if you really want those apps, because your phone will run slower because it's not your phone is not optimized to run the newest update. Basically, if it gets so
It doesn't have the
because when I had
hardware
iPhone, it was iPhone 4 flat, like just before. Eventually, the reason it stopped working is because I was having I think I had maybe for like the iPhone 5s and stuff, and like it just kept slowing down and slowing down and slowing down. But you know, it's just like, what can you do? You can choose to not update it though as well, and the phone will last forever, or until you break it, basically.
Yeah.
Which I am very good at keeping my phones like in good condition. So
The only reason I switched off my S3 is because it actually wouldn't charge it.
that's the thing. That's when I update things. Is because
Yeah.
my So I bought my old iPhone refurbished from Radio Shack, and after like maybe it wasn't 5, maybe like 4 years, the thing that was broken with it originally was the lock button was broken, and
I think I remember that.
yeah, and it went again because most of the time when like a store like Radio Shack or something would refurbish a product, it was more of like a temporary fix, not a longevity kind of thing. And the fact it lasted that long was pretty cool. But and then like I was starting to use a phone because there are backups if your lock button breaks or your home button breaks. Like there are separate things within like their settings you can use to lock it or hit your home button, which I do like. They have backups like that, which is cool. I only know that because of home button going. No, it was lock button going. But and even that wasn't a problem with Apple. It was a problem with Radio Shack. That they only basically duct taped the problem. Obviously, didn't use.
You
duct
literally
tape.
couldn't blame it on Apple there.
Yeah, you can't. They literally put a Band-Aid on something that needs stitches, right? Like it's just not going to work. And I mean, the fact that it lasted that long after I figured out that's what they do there, because I know someone who worked at Radio Shack, and he told me about it, and I'm like, well, that's kind of shitty. But there's a reason they went bankrupt.
Yeah. There's still one open by me though.
There are
I think there's a couple by us, Tony.
The store itself did go bankrupt though. That's the thing, and those are dying like independently run stores that are like allowed to use the Radio Shack, and those stores you see are not connected in any way.
Yeah.
Not anymore, at least.
It's just funny though, because it's like, I thought you were supposed to be gone.
Yeah. Basically.
Like
there's apparently there's still like a few Blockbusters as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
there's a couple Blockbusters still around.
Yeah, and they still exist, and they just won't die. It's
How are they still alive? Nobody does that anymore.
Okay, think about it like this: you go to
Alaska.
like the mid-United States, like it's not exactly the most technologically advanced stuff if you go in certain areas. So old mom and pop shops
I would disagree, Ryan. I would say you have to get a little bit more extreme than that. I'd say you have to go to places that lack proper internet services, like the middle of Arizona or Alaska.
Alaska's the perfect place for that. Yeah. Honestly, like
saying
if Blockbusters stuck to Alaska, they would do so good. They would make so much money. Like, because everyone would be like, I can have movies!
I'm definitely not referencing one that's been memed about.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
The one in Alaska, I think. Right.
The one in South Park.
Yeah. But, you know, alright, so, is there anything else about Apple that you want to talk about? There, Rachel.
I mean, we can move to...
No, I kind of want to keep going if you have more, negative things.
Actually, it's not about Apple. It's just about, like, this bizarre phenomenon I noticed about their products. How come every iPhone I've ever encountered is broken?
That's
or
a fair
cracked?
point.
Yeah, it's not about the company. It's just legitimately about the just the fact that I've never seen an iPhone in good.
You can't blame a because if your phone.
No, I never said it was.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just stating this because there's an audience too.
That's true.
I don't think you've ever seen my phone. My phone is always good.
Yeah, like I have an iPhone. I've never cracked an iPhone before because I keep good care of it. The issue is
I'm afraid
because
to say that just because I don't want
I don't want to jinx it. I'll knock on wood right now. But the issue is that a lot of the people that own iPhones aren't very careful people with their technology. Because if you think about it, like at least I might be wrong.
It's such a wide market.
Yeah, it's such a wide market, and I think there are probably more iPhones floating in the United States than any other phone, if I had to guess. I don't know that number for sure.
Oh, easily.
But because you also got to realize that also means that these are people's first phones now, and people who are teenagers are going to drop the hell out of their phones because they're clumsy as fuck still. Like they don't know what they're doing, and they'll drop it on concrete because they were playing with it in their hand and trying to spin it. I knew someone did that.
Well, that's why you get a fidget spinner.
Yeah. They have the... Eric, do you remember the knockoff fidget spinners in the H-Mart?
Oh, yeah.
And in 7-Eleven.
These are better, though.
Oh, dear.
God, knockoff fidget spinners.
Yeah.
I actually got a dip right now.
It's so good.
Alright. See you, Derek. Thanks for coming on, man.
Later.
He's been too triggered.
Bye, Derek.
Yeah, right.
User disconnected.
No, but it's funny because we're selling fidget spinners in my store, and like when they first came in, it was the exact same reaction for like the first week. It was like, "Mom, fidget spinner!" I'm just like, "God damn it!"
Do you remember hearing that little girl in the H-Mart, Eric? Oh, they don't have the Galaxy one. Let's go. It's like,
are you kidding me?
People collect these things.
Yeah.
That was my immediate reaction. I'm like, what? What? They're this serious?
I hate that they're a thing. I hate that they're such a popular thing.
I don't know how they
Yeah,
get
They
there.
actually have like a medical necessity to them, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
It's meant for people who actually have.
Yeah,
like,
But that's not who has it, Ryan.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying they actually have like a.
But okay, so Apple, you can escape now. We're no longer questioning you.
Now
we're
questioning you,
triggered by
fidget spinner.
spinners.
Oh, but no, if Apple comes out with an fidget spinner, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm so done.
Like, Tony,
I would be like, I can't even try. You know, like I feel like I did a good job defending Apple today. If they have a fidget spinner, this is fidget spinner. I'm done. Like they're on their own. They can defend themselves. They suck, and I will change my phone immediately. I'd be like, I don't care how long this works. This would probably last me another like 2 years, but nope, bye.
Bye.
It's over.
You did this to yourself.
Fidget spinner.
You say you want one?
'Cause I have actual like I tried it when I was in class one time. A friend let me borrow it. I'm like, I actually did concentrate better. Now that could just be me.
I mean, yeah. Some
it's just
people,
me.
I'm sure it works. The reason why we're acting so like this about it is because of the craze. It's not because of the actual product.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally.
It's because it's nothing with
Ryan?
7-year-olds that just want it because they
Ryan,
know it's popular.
if you want to avoid the craze and still have it, Cube.
What?
Cube. There's a Cube version.
Oh,
A fidget
Fidget
cube.
Cube. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw that.
Yeah, I've seen them too.
Yeah, the thing is...
Wasn't that made
I have to
before
say it's much
Fidget
more
spinners?
entertaining.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
One of the reasons that I'm upset about this whole fidget spinner craze is because they were not invented for the average person. They were invented for people with ADHD and learning disabilities that need something to help them focus.
That's
in
the
class
major
with
issue.
whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I think.
And yeah, that pisses me off because it's become this big thing for kids to have, and it's like, this is not a toy.
No, it's not. It's not supposed to be, but people are treating it like parents would buy this for the kid because they want it. And break it down. It's called fidget spinner. What's a fidget?
However,
when you're fidgeting, that means you're like you
necessarily
can't stay still, and be most of the time because you have like ADHD or something, or like you just are way too hyper and you need something
Or like
to calm you
you're
down.
just super anxious in class.
Exactly.
However, I
anxiety,
don't necessarily
anything
see
like
that being a bad thing, though. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. They're built for a purpose, but plenty of things are built for a purpose and used in a different sense.
But the thing is that it's become a problem because, like, in schools all over the place, teachers have banned the use of these in the classroom because they're obnoxious and kids abuse them, and it takes away from the initial purpose of it. So if a kid that actually has, you know, a learning disability and had it for that purpose to help them in the classroom, they now don't have that ability to use it because of the idiot kids around them who think it's a toy.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that goes also
things I don't like about
the
it.
point of if they actually needed it, they would have like a medical note saying that, so the teacher would be aware of that situation.
The thing is though, like you got to keep in mind.
Be an idiot about it, sure.
Yeah, but like you got to keep in mind though, if they banned it from the school, they're not gonna let just one kid use it.
Well,
because I know what you're saying, but like they're not gonna probably see that as a medical necessity. Let's be honest for a second. The American school
let's
system
be honest.
works.
To listen to anything written on a doctor's note.
Yeah, like they'll see that, like, oh, you have ADHD. All right, you get put in this small classroom. Have fun.
Yeah,
that's how. Or the American school system deals with people who have mental learning disabilities. Is that they put them in a smaller classroom than everyone else, and that's it. That's basically all they do for them. They give them a little bit more time on tests too. That they're totally helping. So much sarcasm.
I was misdiagnosed with ADHD as a kid, and they put me in those classrooms. It made it worse.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're doing nothing for these kids, right? So there's so many flaws. I could go on for years about the flaws of the American school system. And we don't even have any Canadians in here to talk about the wonders of theirs.
Yeah.
What can you do?
At least their, like, entire government system seems to be a little bit better than ours.
Yeah. They have better syrup.
Yeah, they do have better syrup.
Dude, like, I talk about this all the time. I think it was like Derek, Sheldon, Kyle, Chris blew my mind. They revealed to me that the syrup I've used my entire life is not maple syrup.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't
I
know
had
that?
no idea.
Why must you hurt me this way?
I had no idea.
Wait, what does that mean though? Like, is it just simple syrup?
It's just like corn. It's called corn syrup, and it's not real maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aunt Jemima, any of those kind of syrups that you buy at the food store, they're not maple syrup.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
corn
I know.
syrup.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
because you can kind of tell.
I don't think I've ever had
also,
maple
if you just
syrup.
look at if you just look at the ingredients, because yes, maple syrup is still just basically sugar, but I think they like have like there'll be like chemicals and shit in the fake
But
stuff
you gotta
and
realize
whatnot,
I'd never
and the
read
real-
ingredient things until I had food allergies.
I do all the time.
I
have all my life.
I've never did before I had food allergies. And guess what I don't eat with food allergies often is things that you use syrup for. So I would have never had a shot to even read it. I kind of was just like, can I have syrup for my pancakes as a kid? And I was handed this, and it's like, here's the maple syrup. I'm like, okay. It's the kind of thing as a kid you were taught, and like, this is what you know until someone breaks the bubble. And it just happened, like, this year.
Oh, my dad would always buy, like, those, like, not fancier ones, but, what's it called? Like, the actual maple syrup.
Maple syrup is so much more expensive, too, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
I was looking at prices in food stores, because now I'm aware, so I look for it. And, like, I'm like, wow, that is a lot of money. Okay, I understand why we use what they call table syrup.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense now to me.
Yeah. But no, my dad would always buy spend a little bit extra for that because he was like, it's actually good.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I mean, I don't dislike the syrup I've ever used before. I liked it. It was fine. I
actually prefer the fake stuff.
I'm indifferent.
My family buys real maple syrup, but I like the fake stuff better.
See, I feel like I'd have real maple syrup. And
it's sweeter, and I have the worst sweet tooth in this entire.
Yeah, but like
I used to have a terrible sweet tooth. Like, I used to eat so many sweets, and then I was just like, nope, gotta stop that shit. So I just gave it up.
I can't. Except the stuff I can't eat. Like, I can't eat chocolates and stuff anymore. So like, I don't have to worry about that.
And it got sad.
Yeah, but, you know, I found a way to get fat off of non-dairy, non-gluten things, so...
Like the Skinny Pop.
Yeah, exactly. I love Skinny Pop, man.
When I went to the store, they had, like, other flavors.
Yeah.
The only problem is that it was basically white cheddar and then, like, salt and pepper, and I was like, well...
If I can have the white cheddar, I'm gonna eat the white cheddar.
Yeah, right?
Mark and Rachel bought me a, chocolate one.
Oh, I saw that.
At New Year's. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer the white cheddar to it. Especially because it's kind of a cheese-ish taste.
Yeah.
It's close to cheese.
I remember when I tasted it, it tasted pretty damn close.
Yeah, like, it's, dude, like,
So,
I know when
will
things
tell you
taste
that
close.
much. Yeah.
Because I've had it. I've had cheese, I've had gluten before in my life. But when something
probably
is
wasn't
good,
a good idea, but...
Yeah. Oh, well, I developed my food allergies later in life.
Oh, I thought the milk thing was always...
No, that started in college.
Really?
It started my... Yeah, it happened... the summer... the winter break between my first and second semesters at our community college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you told me about it. I was so
Because,
surprised.
like, I had pizza with all of you guys, like Ryan, Mike, Mark, and Jacob, like, a week before I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like we did it again. I'm like, I can't. You're like, why? I can't have dairy. It's like, we just had pizza with you. I'm like, I know. I just found out about it.
Needless to say, it was an interesting experience.
Yeah. But I've learned the workaround. I know how to be fat on stuff that doesn't involve milk and gluten. So if you ever want to be fat and without those things in your diet, hit me up. Dude, like, okay, so full disclosure here. When I first couldn't have milk or gluten or anything, I lost so much weight. But I found it.
He did.
I found most of it back, so that's it's not good.
It kind of just ventured back.
It did. Like, okay, so I'm not ashamed to say things. Before I had my food allergies, I weighed like 205 pounds. And at my lowest, I went with food allergies. I dropped to 169. I'm hovering around like 185 now, which is a lot more than I wish I was. I wish I could have stayed to the 169. That would have been dope. I would have loved that, but
it's not.
I just can't. I eat too much, and even when I eat healthy things, I eat a lot of unhealthy things too. Like, it's so hard for me personally to, like, because, like, my brain likes to justify, well, this is something I can actually eat, so I'm gonna eat a lot of it. And
like the Korean barbecue.
Yeah, and, like, I eat a lot of it, right? But it's because I can have it,
worry.
and, like, it's not dairy or gluten, you know? Like, and I try to justify it like that. It's not how I should be eating at all, but... You know, I've been trying to eat better, but it only works out so much.
I've just been like on a basically 100, well not 100%, like a 90% protein diet, which is, it's an interesting time.
How do you even manage that?
So
Carefully.
basically, all I eat is cereal, meat, and rice, and obviously, well, and vegetables, obviously. And I mean, like, the meat is, like, most of my meals. So it's, like, you know, usually chicken or, like I said, Korean barbecue, which is just nothing but meat and rice. It was
meat rice, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Honestly, I feel like I could do
like,
that.
And then if I don't feel like having cereal, I'll have a protein shake.
Other than the cereal.
What about eggs? Can you have eggs?
I can have eggs, it's just, I don't fucking want them.
No, okay.
I'm just, like, the one person on the planet that doesn't fucking like eggs.
No,
I don't
my
like
girlfriend
eggs.
doesn't.
I can't.
Alright,
Like,
I'm not
actually,
alone.
just
I feel
them.
better now.
Yo,
Meanwhile, I
true
can't.
story.
Yeah, all 3 people. Hey, I tripled my numbers.
That's fair. But true story, I didn't like eggs before I had food allergies. I kind of just learned that it was something I could eat and got used to it.
Yeah.
Well, they're a great supplement for protein, and they're delicious if made with stuff.
Yeah, but, like, it was just, like, because, especially when I first found out I had food allergies, like, figuring out what I can eat was so hard. And I would be able to eat eggs. So they're like, my parents were like, oh, you can eat this, so here. And I'm like, alright, I gotta get used to it. So I've gotten used to eggs, and, like, I eat eggs on, like, a pork roll and egg sandwich. With gluten-free bread.
Yeah.
And if I want cheese, I have dairy-free cheese. So I can have a pork roll, egg, and cheese. It's just very sad.
Ketchup is great with eggs. Just fantastic. Salsa is good with eggs.
Yeah.
That does sound pretty good.
Salsa and eggs is my favorite. If you're a fan of spiciness.
I love spiciness.
There you go. It's a perfect breakfast because, you know, having spicy foods helps your metabolism.
Wait, so what is the...
Just eggs and salsa.
Does spiciness help your metabolism? I actually didn't know that.
Spiciness is like, it's supposed to... I don't know if it's true or not. I was told this when I lost a lot of weight. I lost 100 pounds one time.
Wow.
It's all back now. But, yeah, I had read somewhere that anything spicy is supposed to help with your metabolism. Same with, like, apples help with your metabolism. They have a special vitamin in them that it specifically eats away at fat and a few other things. Salsa, since it's spicy and it does include some vegetables, it does help with metabolism.
Because I know grapefruit is one that speeds up metabolism.
Yep.
Oh my god, if I can remember. I'm sure if I just looked at my fridge, I'd probably be able to find something like that, because that's all we have in the house anymore. But, like, yeah, there's certain foods that'll do that.
Yeah, what I do in the morning, if we have salsa, because I eat salsa like it's like I drink water. I love salsa. So I'll do, like, salsa, and now Tony can't do this. I put a little bit of cheese on top of my eggs, a little bit of melted cheese, and then I'll put a little salsa on top of it, and that's my breakfast. With some fruit, if I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And it's delicious. Because eggs can be pretty bland if you don't put any spices or anything in them.
Yeah.
So the extra little spice that comes from salsa is great. But yeah,
I will have to do that.
Yeah, give it a shot. Tony, you might like it too.
Yeah, it's funny enough, like, about the salsa thing, or whatever. Someone has mentioned putting salsa on eggs to me today already.
Really?
Yeah, like, it was funny. I'm like, wow, this has happened twice. I guess I have to try this.
You should, man.
Because I actually... and, yet again, salsa is another thing that I've learned to like. Because I can have, like, corn, like, tortilla chips, because it's corn.
Yeah.
and salsa. So I eat a lot of chips and salsa now.
Oh, chips
It's
and salsa
so
is
good.
amazing.
I'm like,
God.
why have I been eating this my entire life? I'm like, well, why have I done this to myself? I don't understand.
There's like this ShopRite and salsa. It's not the best in the world, but it's like $2 for like a 12-ounce jar of it. I go through that like water. My mom has to buy like 2 or 3 of them per week.
Jesus.
I just love it. And salsa is not terrible for you. It's pretty healthy depending on the brand that you get. Or if
Yeah.
you make it yourself, it's just the chips that are terrible for you.
Yeah, it's true. So you're saying is eat it with a spoon.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
You can you can eat it with eggs. That's where I justify it. I'm like, okay, I'll eat it with eggs.
Yeah.
Or I'll, try something else with salsa. But
So,
it's always the corn tortillas or the eggs that
Well,
make
yeah, of course.
salsa the
Alright,
best.
so I would like
Yeah.
to point out that I forgot to introduce Chris. So Chris is here.
Chris?
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, well, it happens every week.
It happens
but,
every week. You were in here the entire time. Guarantee it.
Wait, you were?
No, he was not. I was just fucking with you.
I was gonna say. Chris would have at least had some witty remarks in here.
You're such a gullible person.
I'm not paying attention to who's
It's so
in
standard that you
speak.
forget to introduce me that it's
You know,
completely
like,
believable
Ryan
you
totally
do this.
believed that I've gone 2 hours without introducing Chris. Okay.
Anything can happen. It's background noise. Anything can happen.
It is so true.
Oh, God.
That is 100% true.
That's the title for this episode.
Anything can happen. I was gonna
Yeah.
title it like Avatar Talk. Let's see. I don't know what else did we talk about. Let's come up with the title while
You
on the
know
podcast.
what? Now you have to title it. Ryan is super gullible.
You're right.
Alright, I got an idea. The title will be comment section, what is the title?
I like that.
Oh dear.
It's like comment section : what is the title?
I don't know. What
And
is
thus
the
began
title?
the Great Comment War of 1812.
It's so good.
I'm a veteran of that war. I ask for my veteran discount at stores all the time.
That must have been a short war then. It just started.
Yeah, right? No, this war's been going on longer than you know.
Oh no. Rest in
Oh
peace.
yes.
First, there was the guy that said first.
That's so true.
He was taken out back and shot. It was a mercy.
He was a mercy main?
Yep. That's why he was shot first.
Yeah, I mean, they always focus the healer. I'm so upset. Because, like, alright, so, anyone who's not Nick or Ryan wouldn't know this, that I always play healer. And they always kill me first.
Lucy O.
And Mercy as well. It's worse when I'm Mercy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's worse when you're mercy. You have less mobility.
Yeah, no, and they focus me even more. It's like 95% with Lucio, and it's like 99% with Mercy. Like, occasionally, if, like, someone's going off in DPS, to be like, oh, let's kill him. It's like, oh, there's a Mercy in the map. Find it!
It's like they sense blood.
They smell blood in the water, and it's my blood. And I'm like, I'm not even bleeding, how do you smell that? They're like, because we believe we do. Yeah.
That seems about right.
Yeah, that's honestly how that goes. Yeah. So, I would like to say that Chris, you lied to me. Technically.
Yes, just straight up lied
Yeah,
to you.
because you said you couldn't do the podcast.
Yep, I also didn't realize that the
It was still got
podcast
up.
would still be going on at this hour.
This is a little bit of a longer podcast, to be fair, yeah. Because we did hit the 2 hour mark because we were, Chris wasn't here for cell phone debate talk. You would have been great at that.
Like this. Yeah.
I actually
We were having
somewhat
discussions about
successfully, defended Apple today. Yeah, that's a proud moment in my life.
I'm disappointed in every single Android supporter in the room
Whoa.
right now.
I was not talking there. I have gains to get in RuneScape, fam. If we really
I
were going...
tried, but my arguments were always shot down.
I don't care.
There's
I
a
have
difference
my phone.
between shut down and proven wrong. We'll throw that out there, by the way.
There's
I'm
a
just sitting
difference
here-
between a good product and something Apple released.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can't believe you'd do this without me.
Well, Chris, I invited you, and you weren't here.
I had things and stuff.
You used to be the most dedicated person on the podcast.
I still showed
I know
up.
you did show, so Kyle didn't.
And I literally just got out of my van after driving for, like, an hour and 45 minutes.
You should have taken us with you. I would have loved that.
Podcast on the go.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Like, I know, like, some phones, or most phones,
That was
you
such
can
a nervous
download,
laugh, Cat.
like, TeamSpeak on your phone.
I have TeamSpeak installed, but I only get service within the last, like, 15 minutes of the drive.
Fuck. Do you know how great that would... Bring a router with you.
Not that simple.
I don't care. Chris is smart enough to figure it out.
I have packet routing in my van now. Too bad, still no internet connection. What next?
Chris, you're smarter than I am when it comes to any stuff like this. It's on you to figure out, not me.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I just come
Let
up
me
with
get
an
back to
idea.
you on that one, fam.
You execute.
I'll stick to, if I'm gonna do a podcast on the go, I'll stick to just pillow fort in a closet.
Oh, it's so great. It's honestly one of my favorite moments in background noise. Is the most dedicated person in the podcast. He did the podcast in a closet.
Did do that.
He did.
I remember.
That did happen. I do remember it. It was... I don't recommend it.
Why not?
No?
You saying you enjoy your time?
I enjoyed the podcast.
Yeah, that's fucking right, yeah. This is kind of hard to enjoy your time in the closet because you're not being your true self.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're trying to insinuate something here. Is there something that you want to tell us, Tony?
Go watch the episode.
You have to watch the episode to figure out what I'm trying to say.
Fuck out of here.
And you also have to like, leave a comment, subscribe, share it.
Send me your bank
Send me,
account details.
give me your credit card information.
Remember Social Security.
Yeah, Social Security.
Parents'
Install
maiden
one,
name,
too.
comment
Your
section.
parents, your mom's maiden name. Your pets' names. Anything that could be used, I don't know, as
Your
maybe
first
like a
car.
security question. Just throw snowballing things here.
Something only you
Yeah, something
would
only
know.
you would know, so I can prove that it actually is you telling me this.
Come on, I'm your
Yeah.
best friend. You can tell me.
I also happen to be a Nigerian prince. Did you know that?
And your mother.
I am royalty. I will do good things with your credit cards. I will get so much free stuff.
Tony, you actually have my debit card information.
No, I don't know the numbers though.
Aha!
I
That was your mistake.
could have if I wanted to.
You were alone with
Yeah.
my debit card without me
Yeah.
there for like 10
Do you know what that
minutes.
means, Eric? I'm a
What?
trustworthy person.
Yeah, so you know what? Next time I'm going to give you my debit and credit
Go
card.
ahead. Go ahead. Nothing bad will happen.
Credit card's better, technically.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But, nothing bad will happen
It's
because
always
I'm a
better.
nice guy. So send
Yeah,
me
just keep
all of
giving
your
it that trust
banking
till he takes some mortgage
information,
out for
and
you.
nothing will happen. It's okay. And while you're at it, send me your entire CS:GO inventory. I will sign them and keep them.
Oh my God.
I will sign your profile. That's like one of my favorite things is people like will donate to like a professional CS player and ask them to sign their profile. And it's like, so you just want me to type signed by Shroud on your profile?
Oh my God.
I will. You know what? An offer I will make. Give me $1 and I will type. I will make a separate account, call it Shroud, with even the star in it and everything, and sign people's accounts for them to make it look like Shroud signed your account.
Yep.
Shroud was here.
Shroud was
Yeah.
here. Reddit was here.
So there was a day at my store where I had one post-it note that I cut into tiny little squares and wrote Eric was here on all of them and started taping them around the store.
That's beautiful.
You are the worst kind of person.
He's the best kind of person. I know what you're talking about.
When I taped them on the register, like I didn't even put them in places where you would see. It was like on the undersides of shelves, on like the backs of the register for the computers for the registers.
In the
It
empty
was just places
safe, you know,
would
anywhere
never
where they
look.
wouldn't check right away.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of my coworkers like, what is this? And I'm like, you found one. Now you must find the rest.
Now you must find them all. Goodbye.
and retrieve the prize at the end.
That'd been so funny if they spent the rest of their day trying to find them.
I was hoping someone would.
Dude, if I worked there, I'd be like, fuck my duties. I need to find them.
Yeah, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna go do these returns. Yeah, I'm gonna go do these returns. There's nothing in your hands. Don't worry about it. I've got better shit to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone does.
Speaking of having better shit to do. Alright, this is about time where we end the podcast, guys. Because there's a possible, possible 10-man that might need playing. I don't know if that's still happening.
Oh, man.
Oh, Derek just messaged me 10
dear.
mans after the podcast. So, I'm gonna have to drop a yeet.
Sounds like a great orgy.
Yeah, what do you think I'm talking about? I'm not talking about CSGO. Fupi's in the sheet now. I think Fupi's in the wrong team sheet. I think he's supposed to be in your team sheet, Chris. But I don't think he knows.
It's possible.
No, but he's in the sheet,
okay.
so it works.
It's fine. He doesn't need to know. Alright, so...
One in the sheep, 2 in the ram.
I'm done. This has been episode 176 of Background Noise. And, I don't really know how to end it off that note.
Whack.
Just
end it. Alright. Bye!
Bye.
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 Whack.